What's blooming, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Shinko, and welcome back to WGLZ The Glaze, where we're just dripping with detracted content. I hope you got a whole lot of hickey, because we about to get sticky. So I'm gonna let the beat play out, and as soon as it's done, we'll get right to it.
Fuck you, nigga. You think you hard? Wanna talk shit? Pick up the phone, bitch. This the real shit right here.
Yeah. Oh my god. This is how we streamin'. It's Friday night and we lagging right. With the piggy down on the west side. So I go to my Beamer and I rev it up. Go to Curls and Twirls, couldn't go and get my cut. Right side of my head is faded. Hit up Scopely with the gift cards cause we made it. Feels so good in my hood tonight. The landscape is off for the night. Go to... Oh, I fucked it up. I fucked it. I had a whole thing in the back of my head while this shit was loaded. What's up, y'all? 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 How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing today? It is Friday, and it's a good day. Ooh. Ooh. We'll sing. Wait, let me sorry. Let me collect myself and let's get this started. Before we even do anything, you already know what we got to do. Tuna Sandwich, Miles, Misha, Bumble the Badass B, Wilson Gal, Randy Winston, Diabetic 42, Marco Calderon, Leonardo DeSoto, Luke Cage, Luna Guardio, Bumble the Badass B, Smith Super Awesome Reviews, Angel Reyes, SCP 1471 is my best friend, Sizzy Mac, Camino Shapai, Brazen Subject 117M, Frosty Beats, Ziggy, CW, Piggy is back, Twice Stand, Sinful Aaron, What is Good, Icy Yamamoto, Pyroclastic, how we doing? Twice Stand again. So nice, gotta say it twice. We out here, what's up? The Sid, John Cena, Bing Chilling, The Warrior 313, how we doing? Moon Runes, what's up? No, really, Brandon, what's up? Silent Weapons 3, Almighty Bree, what's up? X-Sick, how we doing? Renee Suarez, Navy, Nathane, Charlotte, guy with two names, Michael Kronikowski, Dong, Cuddy the Kid, what is up? How we doing? Oh, we got everybody popping in right now. Paladin, what's up, baby? Satara Vandam, Joseph Morales, Yandera Maiden, what's up? Pocket Void, Yo, what's up? You know Gasaya, Marv Vance, Clay, Dale, Silent, Blooper World Order, Two Fingers, No Face, Mr. Moldy Butt, Dr. Pignosis, Darkside Chris. What is up? How are we today? Today I am in a very, very good, oh, these little zombie things. I'm in a very good mood today. Phantom Wolverine figure, what's up, baby? The Game Master, how we doing? How we doing? It is wonderful. I don't know why, but today I'm in a very, very good mood. Salad aside. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I got a good night's sleep, probably with all the hemp water that I drank and shit. Like I don't know, but I'm just feeling a wave of positivity, you know what I'm saying? Just a wave of positivity. You feel me? You feel me? It's just good, it feels good to be alive, you know what I'm saying? It feels good. I'm grateful, wake up and you have a family and you have friends and shit, and you have people that love you and things are looking good and you have like prospects and shit. That feels good. Yeah, getting that groove back. Getting that groove back, baby. Getting that groove back. So today, guys, I'm gonna let you know I did spoil myself a little bit. A little bit. I did. But we're still gonna go over it because I do have some things to say about today. Agent Proper, what's up, baby? Grim Kitsune, what's up? How we doing? How we doing? Real Eyes Open. Old Mate 79, Kevin Mayorka, what's up? What's up? What is up? Rune stuck in the ground. Wait, what do you mean you got 1 million? What do you mean 1 million? What do you mean 1 million runes? Like you're gonna have to give me some context on that. Daytrack, the Onikage 1985. What's up, baby? How we doing today? How are we doing today? And also, I gotta tomorrow. I'll record it tomorrow. I have a Chantel video that I have to make. This is a DSP style rant towards Miss Feudy Beauty. Because she wildin' right now. And I just feel like I got to give my 2 cents. But I need some time to actually sit and gather. And again, I'm not going to go and get information. I'm going to go by the behavior that she chooses to exhibit online. So I'll look out for that tomorrow. Adam Radowney, what's up, Poppy? How we doing? How we doing today, Poppy? We all good? Everything okay? All right, so let's get this started. Hold on, let me see. Guys, the volume was a little iffy for me today. He got arrested. I mean, did he? I mean, I know he got, did he because of the Chantel stuff or because some other stuff? Because if it's because of the Chantel stuff, that's part of the rant that I have. Because I don't know, man. You know what? Fuck it. I'll just do it here. Fuck, I need to do a video for. This bitch is crazy. And I'm sorry. It's just, I got nothing else to say. This bitch is fucking crazy. She is fucking nuts, bro. She's out here living her life like a fucking teenage girl. It's fucking sad. That's what I'm saying. It's that my thing is let him go to jail for the stuff that he did do. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit there and make up a fucking lie. And especially something like, domestic abuse, sexual assault and stuff like that. And then you're going to fucking press charges. And then you're going to fucking get on live stream and talk like it's a fucking episode of Euphoria or One Tree Hill or some shit. While there's fucking actual victims of sexual abuse and domestic violence not getting the support, the resources, or the justice that they need because people like you are fucking it up. It's nuts, man. And then she fucking flies all the way to fucking Cuba. Well, no. Let me stop. I'm skipping a step. Then she goes and then she's fucking stressing over this guy. She just, pressed charges on this guy, and then supposedly, I don't know, I gotta look. I'm still in disbelief. Supposedly she had a threesome with Nader and Didi. Is that real? Because if that's so, what the fuck, bro? Unknown 000, what's up, baby? What the fuck? You gonna sit it's nuts, bro. It's these locals are wilding, legitimately wilding. I have no other words. They're wilding. It's nuts, bro. And the thing is crazy because, and it bugs me out because she's I don't know, she wants love or something. She wants love and she wants attention and shit. And it's just she's going about it the wrong way. Because me, if I'm being perfectly honest, right, as a black man, right, as a black man, I find it hard that this. I'm almost done. Silent Weapons. I'm almost done. I'm gonna wrap it up right now. I really find it hard as a black man that this large white woman who likes to eat snacks and smoke weed, and she obviously has no problem paying for other people, cannot find a person that will genuinely wants to be with her. Yeah, that's my thing, and that's it. That's it. Silent Weapon said he doesn't want to hear this shit. So we're gonna wrap it up, and we're gonna get into DSP. So I'm gonna cut the audio real quick for the video because I want to make sure that it's not blowing people's ears off. All right. But trust me, Darkside Chris, there's a bunch of brothers that would dip into that, man. Even the bigger sister of the 1,000-pound sisters was able to find dudes, not just one, dudes. A woman who has, who looks like she has bubble gum blowing out of her forehead, is able to find multiple men. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've been watching it. You know, I've been following. It's just nuts. It's fucking nuts. What's up, Master Dr. N? Don't get triggered. Don't worry. You here. Let me get triggered. Let me do the triggering. I want you guys to vicariously live through me. Let me have the stress. Don't stress out. Let me stress out. Let me rage. All right, hold on. I think we're there. Okay, so he cut the music off. Double A, what's up, baby? I'm all right. I'm chilling. I'm here. I'm ready to just rage at this guy. You know, ready to laugh at him. There we go. All right, guys, let me know if it's too loud, too loud, too low, what have you. Bro, Jeezy, baby. Oh, yeah, we easy breezy, Double A. I hope you doing all right, baby.
Wow. Good morning, everybody. How you doing? Hello.
Volume is good? All right.
Prestream podcast, episode 100-something. It's actually episode 105.
Thank you.
For Friday.
It was done like that on purpose, the Game Master.
1st, 2022.
Turn up just a notch.
But this ain't no joke, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, just turned it up a little bit. Let me know.
Time for a full and fun day. Streaming content right here on DSP Gaming. Actually coming back from yesterday where I could not take the entire day to stream like I normally do. Actually, I forgot to plug my phone in. Hold on a second.
All right. How about that? That's good? Just want to make sure. I just don't, I don't want to, blow people's ears off. I hate that shit.
Gotta charge your phone. Okay.
Dude, how do you not,
how's
your, yo.
Unlike usual, yesterday I was not able.
Bro, just a little bit more? Okay, so I'm going to go right there. Okay, DSP, how is it that your phone dies within your own house? How, DSP? And this is you just woke up. So, how is it that your phone is dead? You just woke up not that long ago. So, can you explain to me how is it that your phone is already dead? Do you go on Twitter that fucking much, bro? You go on Twitter that much that your phone is dying. I want his scythe. I never understood that shit. That shit always bugged me out when I hear that wonk. What's that sound? It's his iPhone. It's why is your iPhone dying? You're in the house. You don't go anywhere. I mean, it pretty does. I'm pretty sure it does. Fucking drain mad battery, running in the background. Who is that? Your mother. Where are you? Okay, I gotta get out of here because I don't even know where you at, shorty. Let me get out of here. All right, let's continue. Sorry.
Stream all day long, right? It was kind of the opposite where I was torn because I had to do some personal stuff on the late stream. We'll talk a little bit about that on the pre-stream podcast today. But today I'm back with a full day of streaming, double gaming stream, full pre-stream podcast, everything back to normal today. Okay.
No.
On today's pre-stream podcast.
Okay, good.
We got a lot to talk about.
Let's just talk about it.
Stories I like to talk about, in particular, a really positive one about Capcom, and a pretty negative one about Undead Labs, which is interesting because it ties in with some other stuff that I said years ago.
Yes, yes, years ago.
So,
years.
Those will be stories to cover. We'll also be talking about my schedule and
like always.
And live live on this pre-stream podcast, I'm going to be setting up the poll by which you guys will begin to vote on the type of cuisine that we'll be trying out.
Dude, you should have done this already.
During my 40th birthday bash marathon celebration coming up this week on Wednesday. Okay? Good stuff. So we got a lot to talk about today. Oh, yeah, by the way, it's April 1st.
Yes.
You guys realize what that means? It means it's a new month. It means we're feeling fresh. We're feeling springy, right? Springtime here in the United States. Maybe where you live, it's not. Because in different hemispheres and different regions of the planet, I know the season.
Yo, like on OBS, it looks
here,
laggy as fuck,
warmer.
but it looks
The
smooth.
air outside is starting to get a lot more
It looks
fresh and
like
full of
smoother
springtime,
on stream. I don't know.
But also,
Barbecue one.
Life is springing outside. Everything is renewing, revitalizing. And with that,
Tyrone is springing in your wife, just revitalizing her.
with a new month, we will have a new membership goal, which I will reveal on stream today. I have been alluding to this goal. My nose is itching because of my allergies, by the way. I've been alluding to this goal and referring to it and building to it for quite a few days now. And what I'd like to do is finally reveal it to you guys. It is absolutely something outside of my comfort zone. It's something that likely none of you have expected or suspected. In fact, with all the people kind of guessing.
I mean, we knew it was going to be some fucking bullshit.
No one got it so far.
Big up, Samurai Signs. How we doing, baby?
We're going to see what happens here today. Okay, guys?
Yeah, Master
So
Doctor
Nasty.
Nasty.
You got so much to talk about on a pre-stream podcast.
Barbecue.
Right? Where do you even start? I don't know.
Dude, just talk.
Spring really is a double-edged sword. It's nice and refreshing. There's life outside, and I'm like, bleh.
Because you're in a dusty-ass house.
My face itches. It's not pleasant. If you have allergies, it's bad. And I do have allergies. I might have to take an allergy pill today. Anyway.
Popping them
We're going to
pills.
start.
Phil popping
We'll
pills.
start at the beginning. All right? Let's talk about what you can expect for the next week. Today, we're back to full-time streaming. A double streaming day. It is Ghostwire Tokyo on the first stream and Kirby and the Forgotten Land on the late stream. There are still people complaining about these games, and I don't care. At this point, they do have a fun fan base who's coming and watching me play these games.
Are they paying? Are they paying, though?
I feel that
Are they
both
paying?
Interesting and fun and different for
yes,
variety
unique,
purposes.
different,
In fact,
interesting.
I don't feel like playing Elden Ring every day. Plus, I'll be very honest with all of you.
Dude, I can play Elden Ring every fucking day.
The last couple of Elden Ring streams.
What's up, Omega
What's
Kirk?
so
How you
great
doing,
about
baby?
We're in a point in the game where we're reaching the middle of the game, and the content is kind of pretty repetitive at this point.
Bro, just farm. Just do what I'm doing. I'm farming. I'm doing what you're doing.
We encountered in the entire last two streams. A
Gatetown
lot of people have
Bridge.
said the middle of this game is the worst part of Elden Ring because
North
there's a lot of
Lake.
padding,
What?
there's a lot of reused assets, and nothing really original. I have to.
You should. I haven't stopped. I mean, I only play it on stream, but I'm having
you know
fun.
what's funny is after
there's no risk.
plateau stuff for a couple of streams, people are asking me to do other stuff. So I'm like, okay, I'll do Volcano Manor. Then I get told overnight, oh, you can't do Volcano Manor because if you do Volcano Manor, you can only get halfway through it, and then if you beat the manor, you can't complete the side quest line. That's really good to the game because then the NPCs won't talk to you anymore if you beat the boss of Volcano Manor, so you can't complete the other content of the game. So the best way to go about this is to go out of sequence, maybe do Mount Gelmer first, then go to the capital city and advance the game to a certain
Nobody
point.
says this,
then
Phil.
the NPCs will continue on with their quest line. Then you can go back to Volcano Manor. But
Kurt Cobain, what's up, baby?
But now you go back to Volcano Manor there, and you do the quest line with the NPC.
All right, I'm gonna do it a little bit more,
That way they won't be
but
angry.
after that,
then you can beat Volcano Manor and
I
see the whole
can't
quest
because
line
I don't
with
want it to mess up
NPCs,
the rest
so you don't
of
miss any content in the game.
audio because he's like real far from the mic too. That's the other thing. He's really far from the mic.
All right.
What is this fake ass frustration? Like, yo, I don't understand why he does that.
Now, is it 78?
Like, what's the when you do that fake frustration? Like, what is that supposed to do exactly, Phil? Like, I've always wondered that when you. Like, are you trying to like emulate the disappointed face that your parents make every time you fucking piss them off or something? And like, you know, you felt shame and like you're trying to like pass that off to your viewers. Like, I don't understand that. Like, that doesn't do anything. You're just huffing and puffing, bro. Like, you're frustrated about something. Okay, get the fuck over it. You're sitting there fucking, just another day in content creation. Like, dude, just fucking get on with your point.
Not really, because there was one really short part yesterday. It was like 10 minutes. I'm probably
Yep.
like between 75 and 80 hours into Elden Ring.
I want this guy's
Okay.
spear.
And in that range, okay,
Wow, that was
I went
trash.
from thinking that the game was really incredibly good to not so good to really incredibly good to good, and now I'm just thinking it's kind of good in parts and not so good in others. I don't know. It's like I think the game. I hate to say it, and again, I haven't beaten it yet, so don't get me wrong. I almost feel like Elden Ring is a game that if it was much shorter would have been better. Take a look at all the
No.
other From Software games, right?
It's an
They've
open world
never been
game,
this long
dummy.
before, and it almost feels like they were grasping at straws to pad it and make it as long as it is. There's entire areas of the game that just aren't very interesting or uninspired. And quite
Come on,
frankly,
sucker.
if you need to do things completely weird and out of sequence, and if really to get all the content of the game, you have to really jump through all these hoops, I think maybe they fucked up. I'm just saying.
But 12 million
wanna
players
get where I
can't be
can play
wrong,
all the
bro.
content and not have to do insane amount of fucking broken sequence shit to do it. I don't even know. I literally don't even know what to do tomorrow when I play Elden Ring. I have no clue. I've got differing opinions. Some people say, no, just go ahead and do Mount Gelmer. Some people are saying, go to Volcano Manor, fuck it. And others are like, no, go to the capital city. But then when you go back to the other stuff, you're just going to destroy it.
Oh my God! Come on,
So,
Shinko.
you know,
Come on, come on.
I don't know what to do. It seems like it's
Dude,
like,
oh, come on!
you're
You run
damned
into
if
your
you're do,
horse.
you're
You,
damned if you're
I'm gonna
don't.
kill your horse.
And I don't know why they made it like that.
I
But
just
this is
killed
10
your
out of
horse. What you
10,
gonna do?
right?
What you gonna do?
Oh, it's totally the best game I've ever played. 10 out of 10, amazing.
There we go, sucker.
And this is what's hilarious about all those reviewers who were saying it was a perfect game when it came out. It's like they didn't finish it. You know they didn't. You know they played it halfway through and then said, "Oh, here's my review because I didn't have enough time to finish this 150-hour
Phil,
game,
stop trying
but I
to
had
stop
rush
trying to
out of
grasp
review
at
for
straws
deadline."
because you're an
And they didn't
inadequate
even know
gamer,
about any of
bro.
these things coming up because they didn't get that far by the time that they released the review.
Yo,
You
this
know?
dude just the mental gymnastics this dude comes
pretty
out
dumb.
with, like, it's nuts, bro.
Anyway, today we're not doing Elden Ring, thankfully. We're doing other stuff. I'm happy to do more Ghostwire Tokyo today.
A
and by
game
the
that
way,
he hyped
we're
up for
jumping right
fucking
into
ages,
story.
bro.
We're heading towards a major story mission right now. We're right near one, actually. And that's where we're going to start off today. I like the game. I still, it's getting harder now. The enemies are getting more complex. And the challenges are getting more interesting. And the side content's still fun. I'm really liking Ghostwire Tokyo. I'm 9 hours in now. I still really like the game.
We
and I
got the
can't wait for more today.
bunnies. We're going down a
See where
rabbit
the
hole with the
story goes.
bunnies.
So for those of you who are sticking around for Ghostwire Tokyo and not just sitting here complaining it's not Elden Ring, I really appreciate that because a lot of us like variety. This
Yeah,
game
there's only 6 people in
absolutely
your
is
chat,
one
Phil.
of the
Shut
more
up.
Original games I've played in the last few years, even though you can argue it takes elements from other games. You're right, but it does it in a
Yes,
creative,
every game
interesting
takes
way.
elements from other games.
And I'm enjoying it a lot right now, and I'm looking forward to this stream. Okay, later tonight, more Kirby and the Forgotten Land, a game that now I'm 6 hours into. We've beaten the first 3 worlds. Every stream of this game,
My son
I'm
already
really
beat this
enjoying.
game,
Every
bro.
world's
My
completely
11-year-old son
different.
already
The
beat that
puzzles are
game.
getting more complex and challenging. In fact, it started off where I was basically like doing everything in a stage, and now I can't even come close to doing everything in a stage on the first go. It's that complicated.
No, it's not. It really isn't. Like I watched an 11-year-old child beat this game,
I'm really
Phil.
having a good chill time with this game. If you're looking for the ultimate chill atmosphere, tonight's Kirby stream is that, and that's at 6:45 p.m. Pacific Daylight
This is
Time
chill.
tonight.
This is
Okay?
chill. Aqua Teal
All right,
streams are chill. This
tomorrow,
isn't.
Elden
like,
Ring on the main stream.
your streams
and
aren't
I,
chill,
quite
bro.
frankly, have no idea what I'm doing. I'm going to look for guidance from my viewers to say, what should I do so I don't miss content in this game, but at the same time, it
come
sounds like I'm
on.
going to be running in circles. Okay? So that should be fun. Tomorrow night, there's no stream. All right? No late stream on Saturday night. Why? Because I'm still working on my taxes. I'll talk about that in a moment.
WWE.
I'll let you guys know how that's
Dabble
going,
E. That's why.
because it may very well affect the
Ooh.
schedule for the rest of this weekend. Okay?
Yes.
On Sunday, it'll be another full day of streaming. Yes, it'll be Ghostwire Tokyo and Kirby again. And then on Monday, it'll be Elden Ring. And if things go well, it'll be a late night Skyrim
I don't
chill
think he's gonna.
stream,
I don't.
Skyrim
Right now,
Anniversary
he's
Edition.
just focusing on
But
like
if
upgrading
things
all
don't
his
go well, then
abilities.
I might have to have another night off.
But I
to
think
work
I think
on
he
it
might be
to
going
finish
for
my
100.
taxes.
He's been
Again,
playing
I'll
like
let
the
you know
cups
what I
and
mean,
stuff
but-
like that.
Okay, so that's my streaming.
But
week.
like he
I'm
beat that
also
shit.
streaming
Like
on
we got it on
Tuesday.
Friday. He
When I
had
return
it
on
beat by
Wednesday is
Sunday.
my big birthday marathon bash event.
I know
Okay?
Smiths.
So
WrestleMania.
we still need to determine what games I'm playing. Now it's getting really confusing because the options that I presented to you last week were as follows. Either we can play a variety of Game Pass games, the likes of which we've already started. For example, continue with Serious Sam 4.
Bro, just pick one.
One Piece Part Warriors 4.
Hey,
and maybe one
Necro13,
more
thank
game
you
from
for
Game
stopping
Pass
by. It's all right.
and
It's all
play
good,
those
baby.
each for about an hour, hour and a half. Or, to avoid the fact that I'm already backlogged on games, and doing that would likely further backlog me, instead of that, we could just continue on with all of the games that I've already been playing. Okay? Including Elden Ring, Skyrim Anniversary Edition, Ghostwire Tokyo, and Kirby. A good hour and a half or so session of each one, making further progress. So it's still good variety, but at least we're not putting ourselves further set back in the current playthroughs I'm doing. So people have been giving me their opinions about what do you think what you should do or what you don't do, right? I'm like, oh, okay. Now it's, oh, why
That's
don't you
the
do
piece
half
of
and half?
shit.
Why don't you play like 2 Game Pass games within 2 current games? Like, oh, why are we overcomplicating this?
You're overcomplicating it, bro.
Choice A or choice B. Now people are like, well, what about choice A, B? No.
Nobody's doing that, Phil.
It's very simple. 1 or 2, not 12, not 1.5. You know, people love to do, see what I mean? And again, there's no best of both worlds here. No matter what I do on the birthday marathon.
Oh, who the fuck? Oh.
It's going to end up being disappointing for some people. Some people want just the Game Pass. Some people want the current stuff. Some people want both. And some people want neither. Someone literally just said, I vote for WWE.
Piece of shit. Who did it? Who did it? Piece of shit. Fuck, man. Phil, what is this?
Help!
Psycho niggas.
I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. I'm going to think about it for another day or two.
It's
I promise
possible,
you I will
man.
have a determination by like maybe Sunday.
Klaus Mystery, thank you for the 20 Mexican peso super chat, hun. It's possible to know when DSP logs on to WWE Champions.
I think it is. I think TJ
don't know.
Gamebox checks it out.
All over my fucking leg. Let's continue.
I think TJ Gamebox has a whatchamacallit?
Consensus, it's very
like a
hard
log.
to figure out what the best choice is. In reality, I don't think either choice is bad. I think that doing Game Pass stuff for variety is fun, but it's going to set us back on the playthroughs, which is a negative. Or doing the current playthroughs we're doing.
Oh, happy
good,
birthday to your mom, Blazing Frost. Happy birthday. 70 years old. 70 years young. That's it.
Sides. Like, there's positives and negatives to each choice.
In reality, she's just 21. The rest is just experience. Happy birthday.
It is what it is. I just kind of shrug and I'm like, oh, by the way, a tip just came in from someone who wants to support the Kirby streams again. So we're going to do exactly what they did yesterday. That's not going to count towards this stream. It's going to say, hey, thank you. I appreciate you supporting the Kirby streams. Thank you for that Kirby gnaw. Wow, that's
no,
nice. No, you fucking charlatan. That tip is for you to add it to the Kirby streams total like you did the last time. You are not skirting your audience. Because what you're going to do is you're not going to count it towards this stream, and then that money's just going to go away, and you're going to pretend like you didn't get any fucking money at all. Like dude, that's a legitimate scam. Legitimate scam. Legitimately. Someone's telling you like, yo, here's some money for this stream, and what do? You go ahead and you just fucking hide it. That's scumbag. That's some scumbag shit right there, DSP. Like that's some real scumbag shit. And then you fucking wonder why people fuck with you. Oh, nope, I can't. Nope, I can't afford to lose this. Nope. Reset the camera. Go. Oh, this mother puncher. Hold on, guys. Let me just get these runes real quick. I can't lose these runes. That's too many runes for me to lose. Come on, baby. Come on. Get the runes. Oh, it's right next to that freaking guy. Come on, baby. Come on. There we go. All right, hold on. Let me just get out of here. Sorry, guys. Bear with me. Okay. We're good. We're out. We're going. Hold on. Let me just. Come on. Go.
Go. Go, Shinko. Go. Ride like the wind, bullseye. All right, we good. We Gucci? Nobody followed us? Okay. All right, give me 1 minute, guys. I'm going to be AFK for a minute, but I'm going to let the video play.
Out in a minute, but thank you, Kirby. Not. And that,
Thank
by the
you,
way,
Bumble the
that
Badass
is
B.
the YouTube animation. That animation specifically is for tips between $20 and up to $49 in size. You'll see that special Elden Ring animation play on the stream. Thank you very much, Kirby Not, for that. And again, I will shout that out in a bit. Okay. All right. So that being said, also during this birthday marathon event on Wednesday, the 6th, my actual 40th birthday, okay, you guys will be helping me to choose cuisine for a live Feasting with the King episode. Feasting with the King is a show where I order food, usually a kind of food that I don't eat all the time or have rarely eaten, and I try to order things that maybe I've never tried before, and I do first-time tasting and meal with you guys. It's a really fun series that I started last year. It's successful. You guys like it, and you seem to like it every time we do a marathon, so we're doing it again on my birthday. Now, ladies and gentlemen, live right now, we're doing the poll by which you guys are going to start voting on the type of cuisine for Feasting with the King. Okay?
I had hand sanitizer.
So let me go ahead and refresh my page here. And I'm going to head over to the community tab of DSP Gaming. And I'm going to say, which cuisine should
Yo, you just
Phil
doing it now?
try out for his
See, look, the chat is already
birthday
getting at him for,
edition of Feasting
the chat's already
with
asking him, like, yo, what
the
about the fucking tip?
Good luck. And the options are, option number 1,
It's some cheap-ass
Thai
decoration,
food. Option number 2,
notifies mine. It's like a
Vietnamese
streamer type
food.
thing.
And option number 3, barbecue.
Barbecue with some French fried potatoes.
Food. I guess typically you don't say barbecue food, do you?
No, you just say barbecue.
Anyway, there you go. All right, I'm posting it up right now. It is now live on the main channel page of DSP Gaming here on YouTube on the community tab. Please vote. You got today, you got tomorrow, you got Sunday, you got Monday, and yeah, you even got Tuesday to vote because Wednesday is the marathon. So you got a few days to get your votes in there, and I'm very curious to see what people start voting for. In fact, I'll check a couple times during today's pre-stream podcast to see what the results are here as that poll goes live.
All right, after I get to level 23 intelligence, I'm just going to level up vigor after this.
No, we don't. There's a tie between Vietnamese and barbecue with Thai food like 1 vote behind. So
Barbecue loses, we get it.
And vote a crazy amount. All right, excellent.
The 3
I'll leave that up here and I'll keep checking it
bests.
during the course of today's pre-stream
I said
podcast.
beast. Why I
Very
say
nice.
best?
Okay. My nose. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, awesome, right? Cool. Also, during the birthday event, I'll be trying out a piece of birthday cake. In fact, my wife, I believe, is planning what kind of cake she's going to make me, and she's finding like a recipe for it. And I'm going to
Is that like a
get
ghost?
ingredients on my day off on Tuesday. She'll be baking it probably Tuesday night, so we have it on Wednesday for the marathon. Or maybe she'll bake it during the day. I don't know how.
Oh, I got to find animals?
I know nothing about baking. You're asking like someone. You might as well ask me Greek. You know, how do you speak in Greek? Do you have to bake a cake ahead of time and refrigerate it, or can you just bake it and it's fresh? You eat it like that? Does it have to set? I don't know anything about it. I really have no clue. I'm an idiot.
Yes,
So,
you are. Yes, you are. You
I guess
totally
I'll have to
are.
hear about the ins and outs of how that works, right?
Fucking idiot.
All right, anyway.
Moron.
So yeah, all those fun festivities happening on my birthday, and then after my birthday, then it'll go back to regular gameplay streaming every day, alternating back and forth.
Where's the other beast?
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we get too far into the pre-stream podcast,
Oh!
last night I worked on my taxes, and basically I started work around the same time that I would start my late stream, so around 6:45 p.m.-ish Pacific time.
Okay.
And I was in this office all the way till around 10:15 p.m. Pacific time. To give you an idea of the kind of shit that you have to do when you own your own business, I had to scan a stack of documents.
Why do you have to scan documents?
Get them into an area where my tax guy can access them. I was
DSP. This is
hold
hold on.
No.
No.
Different sources.
Stop fucking lying, bro. Like this isn't like, yo, can you fucking try not to lie once? Like it's fucking blatant. Why do you have to scan electronic documents? Why do you have to just scan electronic documents that you can download? That doesn't make any sense. all of your income come from electronic sources, which means they are digitally recorded. You shouldn't have to scan anything. This is why people don't believe your bullshit. This right here is why people do not believe your bullshit, sir. You're telling people you have to scan electronic documents that you get via email. And then you have to put it in a place where your tax guy can get it. You can just email it to them. Clade, but my thing is what kind of receipts? He doesn't spend anything tangible. He doesn't spend any money on anything tangible for his business. Like if he's scanning receipts for shit, he's committing fraud. I'm saying it right off the bat. The man sits there and works. The man sits there and just sits and plays video games out all day. He doesn't buy physical. He buys digital, which means he gets an emailed receipt. DoorDash, if he wants to write that shit off as a fucking business expense, he gets digital receipts. If he's admitting right now, if he's saying right now, I have to scan a bunch of documents, I have to do, what is he scanning? Then he's committing tax fraud, because if he's trying to scan receipts for fucking gas and shit, like what? Like a fucking business expense? How does him traveling anywhere attribute to his business when the man literally streams all day? He admits it on stream. He's home all day. What is it that he has to, like, he's making it seem like he has to file, like he has to look for shit. TurboTax, QuickBooks, all that shit. And again, for someone like DSP who doesn't receive any income via cash, everything comes digitally. There should be nothing for him to scan. Nothing. Like I said, the gas, I don't understand how he's going to write that off as a business expense, because again, his business consists of him staying home. Like these lies, though, dude, lies.
All, income expense data from a million different places. And sadly, this year, it's just a major...
Phil, again, you're speaking to a person who's a client service representative, okay? Like, I take what you say literally. So, where is you're getting those income sources from? I mean, whatever the fuck word you just said. Where are you getting this from? Again, you get your income from Patreon, PayPal, YouTube. And you're right, he's talking way too fucking much. Like at this point, he's not even waiting for rope. He's just hanging himself right there off the bat. Using these big ass buzzwords, and it's like, your audience might be, mentally deficient to understand what you're saying, but I understand what you're saying, because I'm taking everything you're saying literally, which doesn't make sense for your situation. He does, Lagertha. He definitely does. He gets behind the scenes. He's admitted that. He gets behind the scenes tips. You know what I'm saying?
Shimetsukage, thank you for the $5 super chat. I find it funny that he did his taxes that quickly. By the way, has the man heard of TurboTax?
I mean, I don't think he can use TurboTax.
The pancakes are ready.
I mean, no, he can use TurboTax, but the thing is, since he probably did some fucky shit where he probably did some fucky shit where he can't use TurboTax. I bet money on that. I bet so much fucking money on that. That he's doing some shit. He's doing something that doesn't allow him to use TurboTax. He did something with his business. He did something with his tax code, what have you. He fucked it up. Come this way so the guy doesn't follow me. There we go. That's why I bet you he can't do TurboTax, because he probably did something. He probably listed himself as like a super, like some weird shit. that doesn't allow him to fucking just use TurboTax. He has to use like a special form or some shit.
In the ass because I don't have everything in front of me like I usually do. Like usually
Yes, you
when I do my taxes, it's
do.
like, okay, I know I can pull from here, 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 here. I don't have that this year because of a lot of shit that happened to me last year with identity.
What? Like what? And then again, how does identity theft work? How does that identity theft fucked up you being able to get your fucking receipts that you get emailed? DSP, how does that affect the documents that you receive via email, sir? That's what I want to know. Because you're really lying out here, bro. Really. And that's what I'm saying, Pyroclastic. That makes no fucking sense.
Theft, it basically screwed up a lot of my records and a lot of things.
How? If you get everything emailed to you.
We're in a situation where it's like there's stuff here, there's stuff there. Like
How? Phil, how?
I have to pull from over here now.
How?
Oh, by the way, also because I was, released from my partnership contract with Twitch, now my income is even more complex.
No, it's not.
I
It
gotta
comes from a
do
different
calculations
source.
Here and here and here. So basically, it took me, I'm not even kidding, about 2 hours just to do like pre-work. Meaning
This
scanning
man
the
said pre, so he
documents,
hasn't even done
filling out
any actual
forms,
fucking work.
Yada, 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 and getting stuff uploaded. And it's like, okay, now I can finally sit down
Oh,
and start to actually, hold on. Oh, excuse me.
See, he's doing shit like this. This is why he didn't get his taxes done. Because he's
Sorry
sitting there
about
fucking
So now I can
around.
finally sit down and start to crunch these numbers. I can start to look at these numbers and put them into a big spreadsheet and the data, plug in the data for each particular month and transaction and HP. It's so annoying. Like, I'm not kidding.
Yo, like it's crazy, bro. It's crazy how this man can allow himself to just like believe in this delusion. He's literally believing this delusion of his. Like, bro, like you're sitting there not making any fucking sense, man. None. You're lying your ass off. You're lying your ass off. You're lying your ass off because you're sitting there, you're saying that you get your income from digital sources, which give you automatic records of each transaction. And then on top of that, you pay somebody that's supposed to do this shit for you, DSP. Like, this guy is supposed to fucking do this shit for you. Because if you don't, like, if you have to get all this shit and give it to your tax guy to file. Let me tell you something, DSP. I'm going to tell you something. Like, let's say if you're serious about having this tax guy. Let's say if you're serious about having this tax guy. Let's say you're not lying. You're telling the truth, right? And you have to do all this. Once again, you're showing us that you do not know how to spend money and you do not have a business degree because literally all you're paying your tax guy to do is literally take information from one form and put it into another one. That's it. When you do your taxes, right? You get your income. Okay, please put in for month for this month. Income for this month. Bang, 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 bang. That's all he's doing. So if you're looking for all those numbers and you have to set it for him to just put that information to file your taxes, you're literally paying this man for data entry. You're paying the man for data entry. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure it's like H&R Block or what was the other one? Or some other shit. But again, once again, he's paying these people for data entry. That's it. That's why I understand. Like, he's sitting there acting like he's really doing some big boy stuff. But in reality, you're just letting us know that you're getting scammed from your money. Because you're doing all the work, you're doing all the digging, you're doing all the heavy lifting. You're just giving the information to your guy. He just plugs in the numbers. That's it. It is, Glade. It is. It is. It is. It totally is. But see, that's the novelty of my streams. I'm taking everything he says at face value and letting him know that it still sounds stupid. Even Jeff Goldblum right there, upper left-hand corner. Upper right-hand corner. Jeff Goldblum. For real, though, he should just pay a guy to do this. The guy that he's paying, quote-unquote, is supposed to do that. That's what I'm saying. Like and then he keeps talking and he keeps talking. He keeps talking. He keeps making shit up. And then when he gets audited and people ask him, well, you said you had to get all these sources. Where are these sources from? Because remember, when you actually do your taxes and you tell these people, like, this is what I have, they're going to ask you. Mr. Burnell, you said, multiple income. Like, I hear you say you got to get the data from all these places. Are you getting money from somewhere else? Is there something you're not telling us? Will Smith has left the academy. I can't, man. I feel... It just hurts watching that man get like that. Like, I don't feel sorry for his act. He shouldn't have never done that, but god damn, bro. Let's continue.
You have to be so careful to make sure that you count every piece of income, that you count every expense that you had, and basically it's up to my tax guy to figure out what is a write-off, what's not, because people ask me this shit all the time. Oh, well, how much is the write-off, and is this a write-off, and is that a write-off? Listen, I'm not the expert. And the thing is, people talk to me like I am. I'm not. At one point, I thought I knew more than I did, and then my old tax guy, I remember from years and years ago, wasn't even doing the taxes right and screwed everything up. So,
dude, again, you're paying somebody for data entry, bro. Once I found out TurboTax existed, dude, I never went to H&R Block again. Like, I never went to tech. Like, dude, it's literally data entry. Like, here in the hood, we have a lot, like, yo, when it's tax season, dude, there's these offices that come up and, get your taxes done. They help you with your taxes. All they're doing is taking numbers from one form and putting it into another one and then taking your money because of it. Thank you, DSP, for letting us know that you're wasting even more money.
Oh, it's very simple.
What's up, Just Damon?
Gather a tremendous amount of data. I plug it in. To this,
where? To what?
Kind of like, I don't even know what it's called.
You don't even know what it is, and you're putting in personal information into it. Does that make any sense, DSP? You don't even know what this system is, and you're plugging away your personal information into it. You see what I'm saying? Like, like, these lies make you look fucking stupid. Yeah, that's why, dude, once I found out TurboTax existed, I'm done. Dude, I never went back to any one of those places. Any one of those places again. Because, again, these people were just doing data entry. They weren't specializing in taxes. They just fucking take your shit. They follow a script. Okay, I have to put into this number. I have to put number from box D here. Like, that's it. That's literally it.
I don't think it could be called profit and loss. I guess it could also just be called income and expenses. I have this kind of like database that I put all
Excel?
my data into.
Excel?
And I have a summary page that summarizes all the data from all the different pages. And then you can
But from where is this data coming from?
By month, and you can break it down to day by day if you need.
Okay, but DSP, where is this? So this is what I'm saying. Like, you're literally explaining us that you're doing you're doing the taxes and you're paying the guy to put in the numbers. This is what I'm saying. This is DSP. This is what I'm saying. Like, this is why people cannot take you seriously. He is, but the thing is, Fififona, remember, he doesn't know how to argue. He doesn't know how to debate. So when the IRS decides to look into this shit and they start questioning him about this, and he doesn't have an answer, he gets all nervous and shit. And he wants to, no, fuck you, really, fuck you, and he can't do that shit. He's gonna be shit out of luck. He's shit out of luck. And when it happens, bro, it's gonna suck, bro. And I feel like, nah, I really don't. But and Kat, she gonna get fucking caught in that shit too, cause she's married to you.
Dude, I'm not kidding. That's how detailed I go into my shit.
But you don't even know what it's
Very,
called.
very complicated. So, last night, arguably, I spent about 3.5 hours working on this, and out of that, the first 2 hours was essentially like shitty busy work of scanning and uploading and bullshit. And I finally had a little bit over an hour to kind of sit down and finally get into the hard numbers of it all. And I'm like,
hard numbers.
I feel like I barely.
So what were you doing? So what, like,
of what I need to do?
Yo, I hate when people make up these fucking buzzwords, dude. Like, it was one time I almost got fired from my job because I was dealing with some executive and he just kept saying, and I'm like, yo, like, can you talk to me like I'm 5? All right, can you talk to me like I'm 5? Please, like I know it sounds weird, but the reason is because you're saying a lot of vernacular that is just not doesn't mean anything. Like legitimately, like come on, bro. Like dude, like you're saying these big nothing words like people are supposed to just take it at face value, but in it, you know, if we take it literally, it just shows that you're a fucking dumbass. Like right now, DSP, what you're explaining, right? Right? What you're explaining is that you're actually doing the fucking taxes. Like you're doing the taxes. And then you're just giving it to your tax guy to just fucking file them. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
P.O.P. only die. Right, these all good pimps for baby for life.
So,
Big ups,
the
POP.
good news is, I did finish the bullshit upfront work, and now, when I sit down to do this again tomorrow night, I can just work on the data of income and expenses and profit and yada, yada, yada. I can work on that now. Even though
So what were you working on? What were you working on? That's what I'm saying. You're literally telling us that you're doing taxes and you're still paying a tax guy. Like most of his chat knows about this shit already. Most of his chat, like again, they're deadheads, but they know the routines of like everyday living. So they probably just listening to Phil like what is he talking? Like, is he, they're probably just laughing at him. Yeah, boy. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that.
that is really the hardest thing to do.
Like I said, he's just bullshitting.
You know what I mean? I guess we'll see. I guess we shall see.
And we're done.
So, here you go.
Done?
That's all I really have to say about it. Obviously, I can't go into specifics. You know, these idiots who want specifics are just going to use it against me in a negative way because they're more.
I'm using what you're saying right now against you. I don't have to need the specifics. The shit you're telling me right now is just enough. You're fucking lying. You're fucking lying because we know what you do all goddamn day. We know how you get paid because you told us. And now you're telling us that you cannot get the information that is so easy to get. And then you're telling us that you're crunching numbers. And then you're telling us that you still got to do some other shit. And then you're telling us that you still got to pay a tax guy to do this. I know, Cliff, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't need the specifics, Phil. Like I said, that's the novelty of my channel. I just need the shit that you're telling me. By what you're telling me, it's bullshit. I could use it against you.
So tomorrow we'll see what happens. Another night tomorrow to work on it. That's why there's no late stream on Saturday night. Now, if things go according to plan, and if I'm able to get to a point where I've done most of it or all of it, then I likely will be streaming on Monday night. But I don't know if that's going to happen. So I'm just
fucking
leaving it out
lying ass, bro.
I may.
I need
have
this.
To still take off Monday night to finish this up.
I want this one, the Glen Blaine Phalanx. This
Phalanx. Is I could send all the data to my tax guy.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, Reno Ryan? It doesn't make any sense. So you heard him, right? So you heard him. He has to pull the information. He has to log the information to a database. He has to crunch the numbers. And then he still has to find out the income and loss and profits and all that shit. So technically, he's saying that he's doing taxes. And then after he does that, he has to forward that information to the tax guy to do the taxes. But if you already crunched the numbers, you already logged in the shit to the database, what is the tax guy doing? I'll take this. Why did I should have bought that. That doesn't make any sense. Notifies mine just like his wife. Oh!
And over the course of this coming week, he could come back to me with a bunch of additional questions or ask for additional info. And now I have to take time away to get that, to do that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what's going to happen. So we'll see what happens. But I'll let you know if I need to take any more time out. I hope not. Really, I hope not. But I guess we'll find out. Okay?
After WrestleMania, we'll find out.
Cool.
Where was it?
All right, so outside of that, I'm just trying to think, is there anything else we should get to before we get to
I got like
a
a.
couple announcements and the game news? Today I have two major stories, one about Capcom and one about Undead Labs. But I'm just trying to think, is there any other topics we needed to cover before we get to the announcement?
Yeah, I got like
about
mad
the membership?
cookbooks. What happened? Whatever.
Okay. Because I swear there was something else I needed to talk about. Now it's completely nah. I guess
Because you had
not.
nothing. You had nothing to
I
talk
guess not,
about.
because if it was that important, I would have remembered it, right? And I'm not remembering it.
You
so
didn't
I'm
remember it.
just
That's it. Done. Done.
go.
Done. Shut up.
Okay.
Shut your
All right,
fucking
ladies and gentlemen.
face, Uncle Fucker. You're a
So-
lying piece of shit, Uncle Fucker.
As you know, over the past couple of months, I've been
I don't
very
know
happy
shit.
and very appreciative of all of your support and your buy-in.
There we
when it
go.
comes to
Buying.
engagement of the content here on DSP Gaming. And what I mean by that is, for a very long time, this channel was essentially an archive channel.
No, I'm having a
as I
sandwich today.
focused all of my efforts on being a full-time streamer over on Twitch TV. This was from early 2017 when I was playing Breath of the Wild 1 all the way through my Returnal playthrough of last
Wait, I don't have
year.
somber. Boo.
Like, this was the major focus, trying to be a streamer on Twitch TV. Now, I was successful at that. I just want to make this clear. I was absolutely positively successful
I need a somber.
being a streamer on Twitch TV. Okay?
Okay.
It wasn't like it was a big failure or anything like that. But as you all know,
It was
I
a big
kicked out of the
failure.
partner program last year for no justifiable reason at all.
Hateful slurs. Hateful
it
slurs.
very, very bad.
Hateful slurs.
Since then,
Hateful
I've tried to
slurs.
basically take my following over here to DSP Gaming on YouTube and make this the primary destination for all of my content. And I've tried to rebuild this channel from the ground up. That's tough
Fake
when
niggas.
you're coming from almost 5 years of neglecting the channel and only treating it as an archive of live streams on Twitch. You see what I'm saying? Back in January, I realized that there was going to have to be a change here on DSP Gaming if this channel was ever going to grow. And it wasn't just going to be mass uploading content. It was going to be me asking for buy-in from those who were dedicated viewers of mine.
AKA
So back in January,
begging.
I started asking you guys for engagement. And what I said was, can you please
Give me that engagement.
start liking the videos, start liking
Like
the
it, baby.
streams. If you are enjoying them, simply giving these things a like.
Give it a
gives
like,
this
baby.
channel engagement, and
Give
will
it a
allow
like.
this channel to grow because it'll give it
Give it a
visibility
like.
on YouTube. You may not realize this, but the more likes a channel has, the more readily it shows up in related results, search results directly, or suggested videos on YouTube. And my content for the longest time was just not showing up for anyone, or only would show up for those who adamantly already watch my content. So why do you care if there's related content of mine if you're already watching it, right? So
That's how YouTube
not
works,
only
you
that, but
idiot.
also leaving comments on the videos, and this was a huge thing because I just turned the comments back on back in like mid-November.
Got him.
For the first time, yes, in almost 5 years.
Yeah, I like
you
this
were
crossbow.
able to
This
leave
shit's
comments
popping.
on my videos again. So
Oh, really? It's going full?
this was a
Really?
huge
Really?
change, and I knew that it was going to
Sensitive
a
niggas.
while.
Yeah,
to
motherfucker.
get
That's how you
and
feel,
it's gonna have to be
Scornful?
buy-in
I'll
from
fuck you up.
I'm happy to say you guys did buy in. Engagement is way up. I can tell you right now, things such as overall
Money.
engagement, average view time, that kind of
Woo.
stuff, the things that YouTube judges performance off of, is all good.
Is it possible to turn DSL?
Subscribers,
I got you.
good. Subscribers had a big increase in the last 2 months.
There we
compared to
go.
What I
I-
would usually get.
All right,
here on
I think that's
DSP
as
Gaming.
far as I can go.
And that's a good thing, you know. But basically, the one thing that I've absolutely, admittedly struggled with here on YouTube, since the day that I came to YouTube,
Oh, I can't put an
last
ash.
year, leaving Twitch,
Boo.
is paid memberships, which are the
Okay.
equivalent of subscribers over on Twitch. Okay.
Uh-huh.
On Twitch, when you become a paid subscriber, you get many benefits, including not only basically getting a chat crown badge or a badge of some sort to show that you're a channel subscriber, but you also get access to a streamer's emotes, and you get to use their emotes not only in their chat but in other chats. There's so many. I could go into so many benefits, like getting exclusive emotes.
Zoya,
unlocked
shut the
for you
fuck
when you're
up,
a certain
bro.
tier or a certain length of a subscriber. That's another thing too. There's just a ton of benefits. Over here on YouTube, you get about maybe 70% of those benefits when you're a member. Even though YouTube is trying to push
Light
paid
bulbs and
memberships
oh,
as
so I
a
can't put it on the
equivalent
fucking.
product
Ooh.
to paid subscriptions on Twitch, it definitely is not. The benefit here on YouTube is that the content creator can set the price of the membership. For example, to become a member here, it's $3.99. On Twitch, they force you to pay $4.99. There's no way to change the pricing. I changed the pricing here on YouTube to make it more attractive. However,
more
since the
attractive.
benefits are less, I've had a big struggle trying to keep people as members or recruit new people as members. This channel at the highest had 391 members 2 months ago. And then basically it fell off, and I've really, really struggled to try to get back to that level and or to convince people that
Dude, if they do another audit, it's over
now,
for him. If they do another audit, there's
are
nothing
memberships
there.
important?
There's nothing attractive.
That's consistent, dependable,
has nothing.
solid income for me and my business. Unlike the day-to-day transactions that happen here, for example, I don't know how many super chats I'm going to get in a day. I don't know how many tips
You
I'm
shouldn't
gonna get in a
worry about
particular
that.
day. Some days are really, really good.
You
Some days
shouldn't
they're
worry
not so
about
good.
that.
I can't control that. I'm here putting out consistent content for you guys, and some days someone might come by who can do a big contribution because they like what I'm doing, and other days maybe it's be a slow day. And I can't really do much about that, right? But what I can do is try to maintain a solid chunk of support through memberships by providing things through the memberships that you feel are worthwhile. At this
Which you
point,
don't offer.
I
Member
basically feel like I've gotten to the extent of I can't really give you much more. I'm not sure what it would be because, as you know, I'm here 6 days a week, full-time, live streaming for you.
Exactly.
And I don't have
Exactly.
time
Exactly.
for outside side projects or
Oh,
other
you
things
don't
that
have
I can
time. So
do.
that means you don't have time to do anything else except be home all goddamn day. So again, DSP, how the fuck is it that you do not you cannot gather your sources of income when again you don't really do shit except stay home and collect money? Thank you. You just digging a deeper fucking hole, bro.
to provide something extra for a paid membership. And a lot of the things that other people do to get people to become paid members on YouTube, I can't do. And I'll give you an example.
And that's why you
People
won't make
who are
money.
On-demand style content creators. Oh, I put out 1 or 2 videos a day, and it's edited content. It's not a live stream, and it's something that's very hyper-focused on a topic, like a news story or some kind of drama topic, or maybe, who knows. These people put out a lot of different kinds of videos, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's very different than what I do.
Okay.
So someone like that, for example, could say, well, if you're a paid member, you get access to my videos, my edited videos early, a day early, and everyone else has to wait a day, and then it goes live publicly, right?
Okay.
I don't do that. I'm pumping out so much content for you guys on a daily basis.
Dude, you sit there
and
and
it's
stream
raw,
all day.
unedited gameplay stream content or this podcast, right? That it wouldn't make sense for me to try to hide that content behind a membership paywall.
Dude, don't sit there and try to act like, again, your entire business revolves around money, DSP. You cannot sit there and act like you have some fucking modicum of fucking, like, decency and fucking integrity that you want to that you don't want to limit people from fucking, enjoying your content. Shut the fuck up, bro. You're just lazy. You don't want to do this shit. That's it. If you found a way to fucking, like, let's just say if you found some way to fucking, like, if YouTube fucking just did the work for you, you would offer this shit. Okay? You're just fucking lazy. You sit there, you do fuck all day, and you sit there and act like you can't just do something extra for your members. Why is it that Meerkat, right? A detractor, who has a life, who has a partner, who has a job, I'm pretty sure, sits there and streams, sits there, makes beats, makes songs, sits there, gives members exclusive content. And you, Mr. Motherfucking I get money all day, every day for fuck all nothing, cannot just do something simple for your members, like fucking giving them, exclusive content or fucking, playing a video game with them. Since you're a gaming content creator. Wow, that was stupid. You could have done that.
For a day. It makes no sense at all. In addition, as I've told you guys many times over the years, sadly, I have so many negative people following me on the internet.
And that's
They
your
will do
fault.
whatever it takes to break the law, break the rules, and make sure that if I were ever to try to set something up like that, like everyone else seems to do on YouTube, that won't work. And I'll give
How? But my thing is you cannot, like, again, every time you say some shit like this, DSP, we win. You admit every single time when you do this that you are too pussy to fucking expand your business and make a living because you're scared of us. We won. Every time you say shit like that, we won. That's not an excuse. That's not something to go, oh, well, okay, DSP, then maybe you can't really do the content. Nope. Trolls win. Trolls win. Trolls win. You lost. You lost at the game. That's it. You lose. You get nothing. Good day, sir.
Example here. Many years ago, there was an idea tossed around. This was for my Patreons, right? A long time ago. We're talking when my Patreon was a big thing. It's not anymore, okay?
And you still ask people to give you money for it.
Maybe what I could do is an exclusive show for people who want to become patrons of mine on Patreon. And it would run for like a few days just for them exclusively, and then I could make it public or whatever. And we talked about this. And just during the stages where I was talking about it, all right, some of my biggest haters came out and publicly said in their content, well, if Phil ever puts anything like that behind some kind of a specific paywall, we would pay just to become a member
Citation
of whatever
needed.
that paywall is, whether it's Patreon or a member here on YouTube, and we would illegally steal his content and re-upload it everywhere on the internet. So
citation needed. Citation needed. Citation needed. Citation needed. Who said that? Who said that?
Patreon or whatever.
That's slander, DSP. That's slander. Who said that? Who said that? Who said I'm gonna who used those words? Yeah, I'm gonna illegally what the fuck are you talking about? These strawman arguments are getting weaker and weaker by the day, and yet again, we win. If this is the case, we win. Why did I let this guy do that shit to me? Fuck, I don't got the thing. Fucking idiot, bro. Yo, he really doesn't understand how stupid he sounds when he says shit like this. He really doesn't. Like, the man's is an actual fucking idiot. Why am I cheesing this guy for? Hold on. I don't need to cheese this motherfucker. Sorry, give me a minute. Why am I Yo, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. There we go.
Maybe. All right. Like, they literally announced it and said we will just basically.
So where's the announcement? Look for it. Look for it. Where's the announcement?
To go that far, there's not much that I can do. I'm very limited in the kind of content that I put out. Really, the only one thing that that people have asked for that I haven't done is members-only style multiplayer events, and there's two reasons why I haven't done them. Number one,
Trolls.
it's because usually there's just not enough going on in the realm of multiplayer games to hold.
Halo.
I mean, in the last
fighting
year,
games,
really
indie games. There's so many indie games you could play.
Halo Infinite and I don't know, maybe King of Fighters 15 for the week I played it. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not like it used to be where there's so much multiplayer content.
There is, you idiot.
Yeah.
You just looking for AAA releases, you
would hold interest
fake ass
like,
gamer.
wow, I'm so excited to become a member. In addition to that, here's the other side of it. The logistics of doing it and the actual interest overall with my overall viewing audience, it's just not worth it. I know because I used to do these events for patrons.
Yo, they're literally begging you for it in the chat.
All wanted to play multiplayer.
They're doing it right now. They're literally doing it right now.
A nightmare trying to schedule it because you got to understand that I have a worldwide fan base.
So
people
the
want to play with me, but they can't make it all the time. And now it's like, well, I paid to be a member.
Well, then they gotta make the time.
Event, but now you've made it so the times of the event don't jive with my schedule. Now I'm upset with you. And that used to happen all the time with the patrons.
People are still getting upset with you.
Well, what am I going to do? Set up several different sessions, several different time frames with people.
Yes,
you. Oh
my god!
And you know, I've got 5-6 streams that are all multiplayer, and how many people are really doing that with me? 20.
But you schedule it
what
throughout
about
the
rest
week.
Of my viewing audience, hundreds to thousands of people who are sitting around with their thumb up their butt when I'm.
Let them sit with their thumb in their ass.
And that's just
get
what
some money
previously as well. With the patron stuff, like whenever I did it, the rest of my audience was bored. The attendance was always low, the engagement was low, and people didn't really care about it outside of the members. So it's like shooting yourself.
But they're paying you though, right? They're paying you.
Multiplayer event for like a few people. When I have a wide viewing audience who's like, "Why aren't you playing the games you're supposed to be playing right now? You're holding everything up. You're getting backlogged. What is going on?" So this is why I don't do this event. I really don't feel like it's worthwhile. Just being honest. Not to say that I wouldn't enjoy playing multiplayer.
Your members are literally asking for this shit, bro.
Viable. There's not enough multiplayer
They're
games to do
asking
it.
for this
The
shit.
multiplayer games that are out there aren't great and don't really hold my interest. And on top of that, the
It's
logistics
not
of the way
about
things work
you
out,
though.
I
It's
always end up
about
with
your
people who are disappointed.
audience.
And in general, the general viewers just don't care about those events regardless.
Oh, he just fucking killed me.
So it's kind of like, please a very small, focused group of people who want to become paid members at the expense of everyone else. I don't think I should do that. Okay? So,
Then starve.
with
Then
everything that's
starve.
been going on, the last couple of months you may have noticed, the members' goal has gone down, 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 down. The goal hasn't changed. The goal is still I want to hit 400 members. The highest I ever got was 391, and then it stagnated, froze, and we didn't hit it. Okay? So instead of trying to think of conventional things, and instead of trying to think of things that have been done before or everyone else has done, you know, basically I'm trying to think of things that are absolutely specific to me.
Yeah, come on.
I'm trying to think of things that
Say it. Come on, Phil.
possibly would bring something new to the table.
Which it
Alright,
won't.
Something that I've never done before. I've been talking about this
Which you've done
over
before.
the last week. That basically I'm trying to think of something that's outside of my comfort zone. That essentially would be something that maybe would attract different audiences.
No, it
Alright?
won't. It
And
won't.
would make
I
it
can't just drop it,
interesting for a
DSP,
lot
so I
of
could just
different
roast the shit
I'm
out
not
of
saying
you.
this is certainly going to be something that would be interesting to everyone.
It's
but
not
I
going to be
do
interesting
feel
to anyone.
that it
Come
would
on, DSP.
Basically get some people interested enough where maybe it would motivate some people to want to become a member to see this type of event.
Nope. Come
All
on,
right.
DSP. Get on with it.
So
Get on with
ladies
it.
and gentlemen, here we go. Prepare
Do
your
it.
butts.
Do it. I'm prepared.
All right. Prepare your butts.
Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the members' goal for the month of April 2022 is 400 members. All right? And if we hit 400 members at any time during the course of April, all right, I will schedule a special event, all right, where I will do, hold on.
Yep, give it a nice burp. I got to get out of here for this one.
Excuse me. I will do a type of video you guys have asked me to do for many, many years.
Many
And I've
years.
completely avoided doing it. I've
Yep.
completely avoided commenting about it.
Yep.
I have stayed away from it as
Mhm.
far as humanly possible.
Yep.
All right? But it's time to experiment a bit.
No, it's
All right,
not.
So ladies and gentlemen,
Whoa.
6 million. 6 million.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty interesting number, isn't it? 6 million. 6 million people have seen it.
Mm-hmm.
It's time for me to comment about it.
Come on, let me just
Ladies
kill this
and
guy.
gentlemen, if we hit the members goal this month, darksydephil reacts to Down the Rabbit Hole, darksydephil.
Give me the spear. Fuck, I want a spear.
The entire video.
Mm-hmm.
30 minutes. We'll go through it piece
Yep.
by piece.
30
I will
minutes.
dissect it. I will tell you what I think about each piece of it. I will basically do everything I need to do to comment on this video. I've avoided it for over 5 years. Over 6 million people have seen this video, and this is all they know of me. They think that that is me right there. It is me. That's me from a long time ago. That's a really interesting face, isn't it? So I will watch this video and I will essentially comment on it, much like I do with the retrospective events that I have done previously. Now, I will give you some upfront information. I've seen the video, okay? And honestly, I don't think it's that bad. I've seen the video and I watched it. I was like, well, actually, a lot of this stuff is pretty true or close to the full truth, with a few things here or there. In fact,
What the fuck?
a lot of the things in the video that are incorrect are more nitpicky than anything else. I think the general vibe of the video is correct. Okay, for those who don't know what this video is, this is from 2017,
Ooh.
over 5 years ago. There was a person on YouTube.
Blackmate 666, thank you for the $2 super chat. 6 million. Oy vey.
Oh, I got fuck.
I dribbled off at my it got all over my fucking
Where
leg.
is it? Where
Let's
is it?
continue.
Where is it? Come on, guys. Come on, bro. Do it for me. Do it. It has to be here. where I had it. I downloaded it. I did. Fuck. I'm gonna have to use a substitute.
Classic niggas.
Fuck, I had it.
Who was starting to do docu-series. And he did a wide variety of stuff, but started doing more dramatic content. And mine was the first dramatic video that he did about a content creator on the internet. And over 6 million people have seen this video. Arguably, outside of my own content, this is the most viewed video about me on the internet.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So, why is this interesting? Because I've never commented on my past like this before, ever. Right? You've never seen someone else's perspective and then heard my take on it.
Nobody gives a
heard
fuck.
the true story behind a lot of the stuff.
That
The
you
whole
can't
idea is,
disprove.
even though this is a 30-minute video, this would not be a 30-minute stream. This would be a lengthy stream where I go through it and I basically talk with you guys about each piece of it and give you perspective about that time in my life and what it was
What's
like.
up, Cadence Anime Girl? How you
Admittedly, I
doing?
made a
Odo
lot of
Pika, what's up,
mistakes over
baby?
the
Life
years,
at the
and this
Gal
video
Post.
is a lot
Porsche
about
Rump.
that.
I ain't see it. What's
Okay?
up? What's up?
Now,
TFS and all
you
that.
may
I
say,
know
now
what's
wait
up,
a
what's
minute.
up? What's
Hold on
up?
a second, kid.
Master Grape.
Phil, people do these react videos all the time, right? And you crap on them or whatever, and you even say when people do react videos to other people's videos, that's you're stealing content, right? You've said directly when people are reacting to your content that they're stealing your content without your permission. So what makes you any better than them that you think that you can react to this video? Well, because I got permission.
Okay.
I directly asked the guy and had a conversation with him.
He's
And
a
he
nice
said that,
guy.
Yes, he gives me absolute permission to do this, and he's gung-ho for it. He actually would like to see the stream himself.
He's really not a
Alright.
bad guy, so
And
that's
just
understandable.
in case anyone wants to be a dickhead about it and say Phil's making this shit up, he actually even said that probably people would say that, and that he's outright giving permission.
Hold on, give me a minute, guys. Something's speaking up. All right, let's continue again.
And he will confirm this. If people say that it's fake, he'll say, no, it's real. Okay?
We don't give a fuck. It's not
So-
that's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. Again, I have never absolutely done anything like this before, ever. In my history as a content creator, whenever it comes to this kind of stuff, I tell you guys,
Ooh,
listen,
I didn't even think about that.
I make my own shit.
Why did he crop out his name? Jeff Goldblum, unleanable. Thank you for pointing that out in Phil's chat. Why is the name cropped out? Like, why did he why didn't you show the whole conversation? Like, why did you show bits and pieces? What else happened behind this? Like, god damn, DSP. Like, yo, you bro, like, you throw the scent, man. Like, you throw the scent. It doesn't even say the guy's name. It looks like a Twitter DM, but still, like, why is he taking out bits and just show the whole fucking shit? Why are you showing two separate? What happened between those two conversations? What did you ask him? You should have never brought that up, bro. You should have never brought because now, see, this is why people fuck with you, DSP. You create the trail for these people to follow.
Focus on the positive, right? But in this particular case, all right, Mr. Frederick.
It makes no sense to spam Frederick. It doesn't make any sense because, like, let's say if we find out the truth, I mean, it doesn't do anything.
I hate to say it, the vast majority of people who know me for negative reasons, and a lot of them have seen this video. Like I said, out of all the content made about me, this video has the most views. There's no other video on YouTube that has more than 6 million views.
DSP, because this is how you need to understand. That's how little you are. That's how insignificant you are. Do you understand that?
I dribbled off at it got all over my fucking leg. Let's continue.
Wilson Gal, thank you for the $2 Singaporean super chat. He doesn't credit people at all.
And I don't understand that shit. I don't understand that shit. Say the guy's name. Say the guy's name. See, this is where it starts. You fucking sit there and you throw the scent. You sit there and give the guy, you sit there and you're reacting to the guy's video. You won't say the guy's name. This is what gets the detractors go, oh, what the fuck is this guy doing? Then they go to Frederick Knudsen. This is how people get harassed. This is why people get harassed. This is why. Because he does shit so sneakily, it entices people to do the detective work. It entices people to do the digging. If he would have just said, look, I'm responding to Fred Knudsen's video. And I responded to Fred Knudsen's video, okay? That's it. Let the detractors do what they want. Like, if the detractors are gonna go and harass the shit out of Fred, that's on them. That's on them. But none of us are doing that. None of us are going up to Fred and be like, yo, did you give DSP permission? Did you give DSP permission? Did you give DSP permission? Like, no, we don't care. This is fucking stupid.
About me. So it makes sense to react to the biggest one, right? There's other shit out there that's really stupid and just...
No. Don't react to the biggest one. Don't react to the biggest one, because the biggest one, it's already old. You've been doing... We have more shit on top of that. This is 5 years ago, and you continue to fuck up. So what about all the other shit you're doing now? Liquid Quarrel, what's up, baby? And I love it. I actually love this. You want to know why? It shows DSP, this is legitimately a concrete sign that DSP is not going anywhere. I mean, he's not getting ahead. He might be going to, the, to the welfare office or whatever. But he is not getting ahead. Exactly. Like I said, he creates the trail for people he creates the trail for people to follow. Like, off rip, like, yo, he shows the DMs, which he did not need to show. He did not need to show the DMs unless somebody specifically said, yo, DSP, why are you stealing his shit? Then he would have been like, look, here's the DM. And then he would still have to show the entire message. Why is he showing out crops? These questions is what leads to snooping, what leads to digging. Like I said, I love this because this is a prime example of him being stuck in a place and not going anywhere. Because he's doing a react video that is 5 years old. 5 years old. And he's doing it with one of the most viewed videos. With one of the most viewed videos from a non-detractor. That's why it has 6 million videos, bro. Because Frederick Knudsen is not a DSP detractor. He makes content. He makes content for a variety of audiences. He creates documentaries for a variety of audiences. That's why it has so much traction. I remember that, JG. Renal, how you doing, baby? He's also getting on this video because this is the cleanest video that he can respond to. This is the cleanest. The cleanest. Why don't you respond? Why don't you respond to Super Crazy's videos? Why don't you respond to Steve of the Dead's videos? Why don't you respond to why don't you respond to LSB's William the Alchemist's cult video? Why don't you respond to Tevin's streams? Why don't you respond to anything that Piece of Peace does? Chalky Milk, baby. How you doing? Why don't you, the ones that like I said, like my streams, I've told you that shit since jump. You are more than welcome to go through my content and debunk anything that I say. And that invitation is still open, DSP. If you are able to debunk anything that I say, if you're able to prove me wrong in anything that I say, I will quit being a detractor. That offer is still on the table, sir. Ex Mortis, that's another one. You're sitting there on an old video over somebody who doesn't even fucking care about you anymore. That's it. And it's like, Pastor Eric, another one. Pastor Eric, he's clean. Pastor Eric is clean. He real clean. He's wholesome. Like, come on, bro. This is wax sauce. He acts like he's acting like it's a detractor vid. He's acting like it. He's acting like Frederick Nuxon made this to fuck with him specifically. Oh, that's the best one right there. Respond to secrets videos, the top 10 videos. Why don't you respond to those? Those would be perfect. Those would be absolutely perfect for you to debunk. But no, you choose the oldest, tamest thing. And I bet you're going to sit there and do mental gymnastics, even though, because ladies and gentlemen, the fact that he's announcing this shit already lets me know he's had this shit, already had this in his back pocket for years. He's already curated the excuses for years. And now, just like with his fucking gout, just like him getting unpartnered, just like he's at a point where his life where he has to make a change. If not, something bad is going to happen. And now he's deciding to do react videos. Thanks, DSP. Thank you. Thank you, DSP. Oh, Mr. Medica. What about that guy? React to his videos. Exactly, Notifies Mine. He's practicing. He's practicing the narrative against hard evidence. And what I'm gonna love is that this is just gonna make more content. Because he's gonna open up more trails for people to dig down. And it's just gonna be more and more detractor videos. That's it.
The thing. Why waste time on the junk out there that you know is fake when this actually is pretty factually correct?
So what? But my thing is, so that so that means you're a fucking scumbag. So everything the shit that you did is true, right? It's factually correct. So you are the scumbag that you were portrayed to be. Wouldn't it make more sense? Wouldn't it make more sense to debunk the fake stuff? To show your viewing audience that the trolls are wrong? No, again, you're going to choose a documentary.
But I can add more to it. I feel like if I do this darksydephil reacts to Down the Rabbit Hole darksydephil, that I can actually give you perspective on the things said in this, because it.
And please do, please, like, yo, I might restream this. I don't know about y'all, but I might restream this. I really might restream this. I might. If it's not a Feasting with the King, and if he's doing this, I'll restream it.
Even though a lot of this stuff is right, I'll tell you, he got a lot of stuff right. There's a lot of things in there that are either mischaracterized or speculation that aren't right. So
mischaracterized means that it did happen, though. So you're going to go ahead and put your spin on it. Thank you, DSP. Again, language, sir. Language. You need to understand the use of language. So you're saying the things in there are mischaracterized, meaning the things in that video did happen. So you're going to go ahead and try to rationalize it or spin it in a way that it doesn't make you look bad. Sorry, sir. You already fucked it up. And then he said, other stuff is speculation. I'm sorry, sir. If stuff was speculation, you would have a case for slander. But no, he provided a well-documented documentary.
Definitely take this opportunity to at least elaborate on some of that, include the error on some of that, regardless of the fact that a lot of people probably won't believe me anyway. At least I can tell you my side of the story. Okay?
But you have to prove it. That's what I'm saying. Like, you have to prove it. So when you say your side of the story, you have to provide proof. You cannot just make a baseless claim. You cannot just go ahead and contradict something without proof. So I use the example that I love to use all the time. Like, I say that you're a predator, right? I call you a predator, right? I don't just call you a predator for no reason. I go ahead and show people. I go ahead and delineate the behavior that you exhibit online is that of a predator. I show tweets, and I show the discrepancy between the time that the original poster put the tweet down and the time that you fucking skulked along with your gin and shit and decided to hop on it. Like, you're gonna have to prove it, DSP. That's what I love it. I love this. I'm not mad at this. I love it because it's just another can of worms for him to open.
So, there you go. And by the way, after having a conversation with Frederick Knudsen, I don't think that he's a hater at all. In fact,
He was-
the perspective.
He was never a hater. Like, dude, get over yourself. He is not a detractor. He wasn't. He never does these documents. He never does these documentaries with malicious intent. This is just entertainment and content to consume. Like, he wasn't a hater. He didn't go, like, what do you think people are against you? You're not that fucking important.
Here is that this was one of his earlier videos, and he was testing the waters for this kind of content, and he went on to make other stuff. Like, I think he made videos about Spoonie, and actually someone who you guys may be familiar with, Wings of Redemption, who basically gets mentioned on my streams all the time. And I, like, really don't know much about the guy, but he has
You don't know much about the guy, but you went out, like, yo.
2-hour video on him, and I may watch it to learn more about him, since it seems everyone wants to constantly talk about him on my channel. All right?
No, but like, they talk about when the iron was hot. They don't care anymore, DSP, but like, I care. I care. Please do this stream. Please, I beg you. I beg you, because I might not be able, even if I can't restream it, I'm gonna record it and I'm gonna give my own take on it. I might not do I might do a premiere, I might not do a stream, but please, I can't wait for this day.
So that being said,
Hello, Fog, what's up,
okay,
baby?
That's what I'm offering. If we hit 400 memberships on DSP Gaming, wow, I'm forgetting the name of my own channel. If we hit 400 memberships on DSP Gaming at any point during this month, okay, then I will do this. Now, if this ends up being successful, if people like it, if it ends up being something that's as educational, as fun and silly,
We just didn't want a salty ham.
Okay, so I'll put the cinnamon in the clothes just the way you like it. Okay, honey? Shimatsukage, thank you for the 4 ice super chat, honey. You're so sweet. I remember seeing this on June 5th, 2017. He's gonna go off like Chronica and revise facts he knows he can't change. Exactly. He's gonna reset the timelines. You know, I must consult with the elder gods. Thank you, honey.
well, but I'm not committing to that, because it very well could end up being a waste of time too. I don't know. You never know. You got to try different things. And
It's
like
not
I
gonna be a
told
waste
you
of time for
guys,
me. I'm gonna have a
over the
whole lot
years,
of fun.
You know,
No matter how boring you make
every
this shit.
Once in a while, you got to go outside of your comfort zone and try something different. But I try to avoid things that are going to cause a lot of negativity and drama.
Yeah,
In this
see,
case,
and that's the
watching
other
this
reason.
particular-
And that's the other reason, you fucking coward. That's the other reason why you chose this video. Because again, Frederick is a nice guy. He's a nice person. So yes, he's going to allow you to use the video, and he's probably not going to go ahead and have time to respond to any bullshit that comes out of your mouth. Maybe he will, but most likely he's not, because the man is actually busy making actual fucking content. So that's the other reason why you chose this fucking video, because you know damn well if you chose anybody a little bit more active, they would go ahead and fucking debunk everything that comes out of your mouth. And if they don't debunk everything that comes out of your mouth, they'll double down and prove the shit that you say is fake. That's the other reason why you picked this video. Because you're scared. You're scared of the backlash if you go ahead and you mention anybody else's name in your mouth. You coward. You coward. Like I said, why don't you respond to Super Crazy's videos? Whether he's literally outlining your pay pigs. How about that one? How about you respond to, the Gnosis report for Agent Pro, his videos? How about that one? Like I said, I gave you the option with me, boy. I told you, you can look up my stuff, go through it, but Like I said, you go ahead and prove me wrong. You go ahead and prove that I'm lying. You go ahead and prove that I'm fucking some mentally ill detract. I'm out. I'm done. You will lose a detract. That'll be one less headache for you. But you won't do that. Why? Because again, everything that people say about you is fucking true. It's fucking true.
Video, I actually don't think that's the case. I don't. I think that this is a video that's a lot of matter-of-fact stuff about my very early years on YouTube all the way up to, say like 2017. And it covers a lot of the stuff that's been going on in the past and a lot of people bring up over the years.
Shout out to Larry Longballs in Phil's chat. Kate Upton, she ain't simping for you, bum ass. Like, she's in the chat making fun of y'all motherfuckers.
And essentially what I can do is I can clear the air on a
I'm
lot
not
of it,
subbing.
right? And I can talk about it and say, you know, this is true, this is not, or this is mostly true, but here's the actual true story behind it, or more elaboration on it. But in the most part, it's going to be kind of going through a history of my fails, a history of things that I did wrong that led to the fact that I'm nowhere near as popular as I used to be.
I think Tevin might come back just for this
undeniably
specifically.
true.
Tevin might
And
come
even
back
though
for
I
this.
can argue as much as I want that it's not
This
my
is
fault,
this
it's
is
not
going to
my
be a
fault. lot of it's
disaster
my
for
fault.
Phil.
And this video actually covers a lot of that stuff. And that's a good thing, I feel, to go down memory lane and not only look at the positives but the negatives and kind of relive the experiences and say, listen, here's where I messed up, but here's how I've learned. Maybe one of the good things about this video is that we may look at it together and realize that that was old me and not the current me, right?
Yeah, the current you is
And
much,
that's
much worse.
to see how someone's changed over the years for the better. And
You
that's,
haven't
I think,
changed.
one of the things that's going to come out of it, okay? All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the deal.
Okay.
Right? But we got some work to do because we're currently at 352 members. We may have gotten another one. I think there was one more that was added here during the pre-stream. But yeah, like we got work to do to hit that goal. All right. So it's announced. It's out there. Please consider becoming a member if that's something you're interested in.
I actually want him to hit the members goal. Oh, I see. Come on, baby. Do it for me, man. Get them socks ready, baby.
And quite frankly, they don't like me that much, but they want to see this happen as well.
I want to
So,
see it happen.
Let's see what happens.
I'm serious. I want to see it happen.
It's out there now. Let's see what you guys think. I'm curious about the feedback. Again, this is something completely outside of my comfort zone. I have to start doing things like this, or else I don't know how else to motivate people to do memberships on YouTube when I can't offer
Nikocado
them.
withered
You know, I wish I
avocado.
could
That's what we
offer
should
more.
call them.
I'm doing what I can within.
That's
the
what they
realm
call it,
of
right?
what I
When
can do.
they're like
You know what
old
I'm
and shit,
saying?
withered.
It's very limited. So,
And
All
the
right.
piggy gonna get burned.
ladies and gents,
Take a sip. You better take a sip. Fucking asshole.
my nose is itching, by the way.
Your wife is itchy, by the way.
That's it. Let's move on. Let's move on to gaming news, shall we? We got two big stories to talk about today. The first story is as follows. It's a good one. It's a very positive story. Are you ready? So, here's the positive story. Capcom, the game developer that makes games such as Mega Man, Resident Evil.
Bro, we know this
Monster
already.
Hunter, Street
Fuck,
Fighter,
man.
Devil May Cry, among many other games, but those are like their major big franchises right now.
Always
Okay,
falling for the
fair
goddamn marketing, bro.
Among those, okay, some of them are doing really well. I would argue Resident Evil's doing really good. And Monster Hunter's doing
Yep, Reno
incredibly
Ryan, and we're gonna be
even though
laughing.
I'm not even within that Monster Hunter bubble. When a Monster Hunter game comes out, they seem to sell ridiculous amounts. And I'm not really involved in it, nor do I know much about it. But it's crazy to hear that they have like these insane record-breaking sales numbers. Like, holy shit. But then you don't hear anyone talk about it. It's just so odd.
Because people don't talk
but
about
they're
shit like that
apparently
all the
making
time.
money hand over fist. I don't think that Street Fighter is particularly doing so well. And I think we're waiting for a big announcement of Street Fighter 6, you know, actual information about it rather than a shitty logo to actually reinvigorate us. But Capcom is doing so well, all right,
Come on, man.
that basically they are going to raise the pay of all of their employees by 30%.
That's what's up.
Apparently across the board. Like anyone
That's
who
what's
works for Capcom is getting a 30% pay raise.
That's awesome.
Wow. I've never worked for a place where I got a 30% pay raise, even when the company was making money hand over fist.
You don't deserve a
I got
30%
bonus
pay
one
raise.
year when I worked at the helicopter company when they were doing good.
That's
But
it.
A 30% increase,
Yes.
right, in pay is pretty crazy. And since they announced this yesterday, Capcom has basically been getting a lot of praise all across the internet. People are saying, wow, here's a company that gets it. They're doing well, and they're paying it forward to their employees. The people who work as hard as possible to put out the quality content are the ones who are getting rewarded. Instead of taking that money and giving it to the shareholders and giving it to the upper fucking management who are already filthy rich, they're actually paying it forward to the people who work their asses off
Dumbass,
to
you
make
don't think
company
the
do well.
upper management was getting that pay raise too?
Personally, I think this is amazing. I think it's a great story. I hope it's true. You know, just because they said they're doing it doesn't mean that it happened yet. But I mean, I hope it's true, and if that's the case, all right, I would hope that this becomes more of a common thing in the gaming industry.
It won't. It's dependent on money.
In the gaming industry about mistreatment of employees, required crunch, employees not getting compensated for the amount of work that they're doing. You know, all kinds of preferential treatment, unfair treatment, sexism, sexual harassment, all this kind of crap happening in the games development industry.
Buzzwords.
And to finally hear a nice story that, oh, something nice has happened. A company's doing so well and apparently is doing things right. And now you're actually rewarding those people for working hard. I mean, holy shit, I can't believe it. It's rare in this day and age when you find any kind of a major corporation that actually values its employees as people rather than just like a cog in a machine or a number on a fucking spreadsheet. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these companies treat their employees as like, oh, that's an asset or that's a piece of the company.
Dude, DSP, that's always the case. DSP, that will always be the fucking case. Do you understand that? There will never be a play. I'm telling you right now, any big major corporation, right? There's not going to be a place, oh, yeah, we treat you like family. No, they treat you like a fucking piece of inventory because that's what you are. That's what you are when you work for a company. You become a piece of inventory within that company, within the time that you work with that company. It sucks, but that's what it is. Okay? So these guys are going to go ahead and get their 30% pay raises, and they're going to go right back to the fucking grind. Right? They're going right back to the fucking grind. It's a 30% pay raise. Good. They'll live a little bit better, but after that, they're going right back to doing the work the same way they were doing it before. Okay? Do you understand that, DSP? You get that, right? If you go to work for a major corporation and they give you a single sign-on number, you're a piece of inventory. I remember when I was working IT, there was this one guy. He refused to give me his employee number. Refused. Straight up refused to get it. He's like, dude, it's not like I'm a pallet of fucking, like I'm not like a pallet of, clothes and shit. I'm a person. You know what I'm saying? So you sitting there saying, oh my God, this 30% raises, but no, this is just another dangling of the carrot. These people, I'm pretty sure, it's a Japanese company, so I'm pretty sure they're still working like fucking crazy. They just got a little bit more money. What's up, Westside? It's amazing for me, Westside. I'm ready. I'm ready.
It's disposable and can be replaced.
By
doing this, Capcom is essentially saying, no, we feel like everyone working for us is a hard worker, is a good worker, and we want to reward that because we're doing so well. Let's help everyone under us, do the right thing. And that's a great thing, right?
It's not going to happen again for a long time.
I'm actually quite happy about this news. I wish I worked for Capcom. Anyway, congratulations to all employees. Please proceed to the raise area of your paycheck.
Haha, let me bring up something when I was actually funny.
I dribbled off at it got all over my fucking leg. Let's continue.
JG Winnell, thank you for the $2 super chat, hun. DSP supports workers until it inconveniences him. Exactly. Thank you, hun.
Yes. That's good. That's good news. Now, what I'm hoping is that Capcom can continue to ride this wave of positivity, right? Keep pumping out great games. Make better Resident Evils. Keep making Monster Hunter, because obviously that's a cash cow for them. But let's make a good Street Fighter now. Let's pump out Street Fighter 6 and let's make a ton of money on it because it's a great game, right? Let's have this Capcom Fighting Collection come out in June and be a really good collection. Everyone,
I really can't wait to play that, to buy that shit. I'm hype actually to buy that.
Devil May Cry game, that's good. Actually, Devil May Cry 5 was good, so I'm not gonna criticize that. I thought it was a pretty good game.
I'm gonna get physical.
Motorcycle, pretty fun. So okay.
Actually, I never. Oh fuck! I didn't pre-order it. Shit. Is it available
Yeah,
for pre-order?
let's
The
do- I
Capcom
hope
Fighting
this is
Collection?
really good news, and I hope that some good stuff comes out of it, and Capcom continues to be successful. Sweet. Now let's talk about the flip side of that. Undead Labs. Woo boy. So who knows Undead Labs? You guys know who Undead Labs are? If you've heard of the company, you know all about Undead Labs and the games that they make. Raise your hand right now. Your right hand, just like this, so I can get a show of who knows what I'm talking about here. Okay. Okay. Why are you doing? Put your hand down. I can't see it. This is across the internet. I can't see you. Why are you putting your hand up? Anyway, I think the point that I'm going to make here is a lot of people don't know who Undead Labs is anyway.
Okay.
Undead Labs is the company that makes the State of Decay series. All right. Now, a little bit of history here.
Are you ready to
Way
dance
back
on their
when
graves?
In 2013, State of Decay 1 was released. It was a indie title. It was not made by a major studio. Undead Labs was not owned by anyone or anything like that.
Okay.
And when it came out, it was shockingly
$39.90.
good.
Oh,
It came out in
$39.90.
summer
Oh, that's good.
2013. It was
I'm
an
with it.
open world game where you played as a survivor that
Shit, I might have to pre-order that. I'll pre-order it next week.
Third-person environment against a bunch of zombies and mutated freaks. Your goal was to not only survive, but to build your own kind of base, like almost like a simulator style. You build up your defenses, you raise crops. It's kind of like a survival game where you build up your colony. You have the ability to craft weapons and ammo and stuff like that. But then you venture out into the world to rescue more survivors and to complete missions and story and all kinds of stuff. It was a good combination of exploration, survival, simulation, and it's a good story element. I really enjoyed the game.
What the
It
fuck,
was
bro?
one of my favorite games of that year because it was just surprisingly good for what it was. Okay? Now, what ended up happening is that the game was so good that they decided to make a sequel, State of Decay 2. And during the development of State of Decay 2 is apparently where some of the major problems started to happen with the studio. Apparently the guy who was the studio head kind of decided that he didn't really want to focus primarily on this project or this studio anymore and started to split his focus between other companies and projects to the point where people were saying there basically was no upper management leadership.
Yeah, I'm
really
definitely going to have to
anymore.
cop that.
About halfway through development, things kind of went off the rails.
It got derailed?
State of Decay 2, I have a history with. Are you guys aware of this? You probably aren't. So 4 years ago was the year when State of Decay 2 was going to come out. I was looking forward to the game positively because I really liked State of Decay 1, and I was definitely hoping that
Okay.
the game was going to be great. Okay? Now, they did a really weird campaign. Listen to this. They provided copies of the game early to certain streamers to stream on Twitch. Okay?
Mhm.
However, they provided said streamers with a very weird criteria, basically saying you can stream the game early, and because you're streaming it early, obviously you're going to get advanced views. People are going to contribute to your streams for being able to play this game like a week early.
How do you know that?
But we're hitting you with what's called a review embargo. What that means is you can play the game, but you can't actually give your opinion on the game.
Okay.
So there were certain streamers who were able to play State of Decay 2 a week early, get tons of extra views and money from their viewership for doing so, but they couldn't actually say if they liked the game or not. That would
Okay.
have been violating the review embargo. Okay? So
And
what
that they
happens
agreed to.
when you're allowed to play a game but not actually comment on it, that's called paid advertisement. So
Yes.
anyone who played the game early was essentially a paid shill for Undead Labs and doing a paid advertisement for them. This is
Okay.
probably one of the most underhanded things in gaming, and it happens a lot. You just don't hear about the behind the scenes about it.
You don't
Whenever
either.
see
You're just
someone
making
playing
up
it
shit.
Super duper early. If there's still a review embargo in place, understand they cannot be honest about that game or they will get in trouble.
Okay.
Alright? Now, I'm not saying this happens all the time, but you got to be very careful because these companies are doing their best to try to get free promotion and or paid promotion.
I know,
for
JG.
games
It's just,
that's dishonest. All right? So a lot of streamers played this game early, and during that week when they were doing so, I actually was on a kind of mini vacation with Cap, and I was not making any content for a few days. And people have been contacting me saying, Phil, are you aware that people got this game like super early and they're streaming it right now? What are your thoughts?
Okay.
So I posted up a tweet about it, and it blew up in a very, very negative way for hilarious reasons, because now I can actually speak to it truthfully. Back then I couldn't. The tweet said something as follows. I can't say it word for word, but it was like, oh, so State of Decay 2, anyone who's playing this game early, you got to understand something. They're a paid shill. They're literally doing a pay advertisement. So please understand that if you want to see people actually play this game for real, wait till later in the week when it's officially released, and you can say whatever you want.
AKA, watch me.
I'm doing that this coming Friday. So
because watch my shit.
Now, I said this on my own Twitter account. It wasn't like I went to someone else's timeline and I was commenting or I was interjecting on a story. All I did, I said it on my own stuff. All of a sudden, I start getting negative tweets from content creators all over the internet, whining and complaining that I said this. Oh, you just don't understand how the industry works, darksydephil.
And that's why you're
just
poor.
Sour grapes because you couldn't get a copy of the game early, darksydephil. Really ignorant, dumb shit like that. One guy called me like an old crotchety guy who will never be successful and shit like that. By the way, this guy's an asshole, and I've kind of followed his content over the years. I see that he really is a fucking paid shill scumbag.
Oh, so you stalked the motherfucker. So, DSP, you just admitted to just stalking somebody after they insulted you. Phil, Twitter is a public space. It is a social media platform. It is meant to be seen by people. So if you say something, people are going to respond to it. Just like if you used to say this shit, but you wouldn't because you're scared. Just like if you used to say this shit in the street and somebody will bop you in your mouth, it's the same shit. And then your skin is so fucking thin, you continue to stalk the person. I am not putting words in DSP's mouth. The man said it himself. A content creator said something, and I've watched his content you've been stalking the guy. Ding, ding, ding.
Funny that he would, insult me publicly about it. So at the time, I got such negative backlash against me, all right, that I basically made a public apology and I deleted the tweet, all right? However,
which you shouldn't have, pussy.
After the game released,
I don't understand deleting
State
tweets.
of Decay 2 was a fucking piece of shit. This game was nowhere near as good as State of Decay 1.
Mm-hmm.
It cut out critical elements that made the first game good, including most of the story elements. The game basically tried to be more ambitious by adding in a bigger open world, but essentially just became a sim game with none of the things that made the original game interesting. State of Decay 2 was
okay, once I get to 23, Intelligence 23, I'll go for Vigor and
chill, and it actually reinforced my fucking point that people can't trust that shit. So all those shitheads who actually attacked me on Twitter basically ate shit when the game came out.
No, they didn't eat shit because they're still making money while you're sitting here fucking begging for $10, $20 tips. While you're sitting here telling people that please come to my channel, be a member so I can, live off of YouTube income. Hey, guess what? If you become a member, I'll watch a 5-year-old video. Please, please. These people are good. These people, you're the one that's literally eating shit. Because you don't clean your house. You're eating cat shit on your fucking breakfast burrito. You're the one begging people for buy-ins and shit. They're fine, DSP. Look at that. You're right about something. Yay. You're still a failure of a person. You're still a failure of a fucking person. And that Greek person that you stalked, that person that you stalked, he was right. You'll never be successful. And he was absolutely right.
It looked terrible, and critics panned the game and said it was bad. Okay? Now, behind the scenes at Undead Labs, unbeknownst to all of us.
So are you saying that the paid shills were wrong because the paid shill reviewers were right? I'm not understanding what he's saying. So the paid shill content creators, they were eating shit because the paid shilled journalists, that he likes to call them, the paid shill critics. Oh, wait, I got a fucking thing. The paid shilled critics said that it sucks. I don't understand either, Pyroclastic. He doesn't understand the review embargo. The review embargo is like, you can't talk about the game. Like, you can't really talk about the game. That's not... Whoa, what the funkin' waggles? Sorry. Like, from what I understand, review embargoes, like, you can't even talk about the game. I don't know, like, I've seen, like, Skill Up, he did like some review copies or something like that. He talked about how much he loved the game, but as far as I know, you're not even supposed to give that much detail on what's going on in the game, as far as I understand. That's just me, though. Why am I getting runes here? All right, let's continue. Sorry.
The reason that this happened is because the guy who was the head of the studio basically didn't care about the studio anymore. He wanted to make another studio and make other games, and he had his attention completely split, and he essentially let the game just kind of roll and release kind of unfinished. And then the weirdest thing about all of this is that Microsoft bought the studio. Okay? They added Undead Labs to their portfolio of studios. It was almost like Microsoft just wanted to add a variety of studios to their library to say, oh, look at all these game studios we own now.
Yes,
So
DSP. Yes, DSP. Yes, DSP. Microsoft is going to go fucking just throw away money just to flex. Yes, DSP. Imagine if fucking corporations thought like DSP. They'll be broke. He's literally thinking like, yeah, let me buy an entire fucking game. Excuse me. Let me buy an entire fucking gaming studio just to say that we have these gaming studios. No, DSP. They have to make money off of this shit. Like, they don't want me to go up, so I'll go up after this.
And apparently when Microsoft bought out Undead Labs, the people who worked there already were kind of demotivated because they were like, damn, we have no direction. The person in charge of our company doesn't really care. The game we put out just got critically panned. We're hoping for the best, but now we don't feel so good about Microsoft because what if Microsoft comes in and really tries to change our culture? Well, apparently it was the opposite. When Microsoft bought Undead Labs, they didn't try to change anything at all. They had a very hands-off approach. The problem was the company had no direction. A new guy came in to run the company who apparently was a terrible leader. And then under him were people who were just kind of yes men and yes women. Like, apparently there was a head of HR that was hired that was really known as a good HR person in the industry. But when people went to her with concerns like, man, Mike, I feel like I'm being mistreated by my boss. I feel like there's a lot of people who are just like, for example, in particular, women in the workplace felt like anytime they had an opinion, the men would brush them off and say, oh, thanks for sharing, but whatever, on to the next topic, instead of actually taking them seriously. And apparently a large group of these employees were disgruntled and kept going to...
All right, DSP, let me explain something to you See, this is how I know you don't know shit about... You just don't know anything. DSP, and HR, right? A lot of people have this misconception that HR is looking out for your best interests. No, human resources is looking out for the company's best interests. Okay? So when you come to a complaint to HR about something, they're not going to look into it because there's something wrong with you. They're going to look into it to make sure that the company's not liable. Okay? Like, in these big corporations, these big corporations, they make sure. You go with an excuse, first they make sure to see how the company's liable. I'll tell you one time, right? When I was working in when I was doing the medical laboratory shit, right? I remember, bro, this shit was so funny. I remember somebody getting pissed, right? And it was somebody that, like, I didn't work with her, but, like, I was cool with her, like, she was in a different department, and she came up to me pissed, right? She got pissed because she was having a conversation with another woman, and this woman's African-American, the other woman's African-American, they're both African-American. So they were talking about going out, like, to the beach or something like that, and the girl that I know, she goes and tells the other girl, like, I gotta get, basically something attaining to her hair. Oh, tainted is he's just rewatching an old documentary. Exactly. Always keep a detailed documented, like, detailed list of whatever went down when there's an issue. So what happened was, listen to this. So what happened was, the woman felt so offended, which I don't like. Again, this African-American woman who was speaking to another African-American woman got offended and reported her to HR. Now, HR HR decides to look into it, and they send a white woman to mediate the issue. Let me repeat that again. You have 2 African-American women who are having a bit of a dispute over something cultural, and they go and get someone who is not part of that culture to come and mediate the issue. I was like, what? I was like, the girl was like, the girl was like, like, she's like, she didn't know what to do. She left. Like, after that, like, that was something that she couldn't deal with. Like, that was like a wow moment. Like, wow moment. There's been times where I work, like, I've watched people. I've watched, people go to HR with issues, like with actual issues. And then they go to the boss to mediate. The boss tells them some other shit and gives them a narrative that, hey, look, I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm doing all that I can. And HR will just shove it under the rug. They'll just shove it under the rug. Like I said, there's people, I'm pretty sure there's people in HR that they do care about helping, the employee and stuff like that. But in reality, HR is really out to make sure that you're looking out for the company. I'm not saying that it's like, HR is like a bunch of evil people. I'm just saying, like, the fucking base root of their duties is to protect the interest of the company. I'm sorry. So let's continue.
HR and saying, hey, why, can we get this addressed? We don't understand how this is fair. That we're the same level of employees as other people, but they get their opinions treated as, important, and we basically just get ignored when we have concerns. And apparently this HR person, who again was supposed to be like a head of HR in the industry, a leader, he said, oh, we'll handle it, we'll take care of it, and never did anything, and just kept brushing it under the rug. So after about a year now, after the release of State of Decay 2, they're trying to work on State of Decay 3. The game has no creative direction.
I'm just
All
saying.
the teams are working on separate things, but there's no coherent whole. Meaning, there's
from what I see,
actually taking control of the project and saying, let's combine this story element with this gameplay element with this and this. And there doesn't seem to be enough priority being placed on when will this game come together as something playable.
There's so many factors that are considered into making a game. It feels just not.
So basically, one of the worst ways you can develop a game. Okay. So that being said, okay, basically the game is a horrid mess, and all these concerns being given to HR being ignored. So these employees went to Microsoft.
So
how? Hey, Microsoft, what is going on? Why our game's a mess? We have no leadership, and
so
all our concerns are ignored by HR. What gives? And Microsoft went and had a meeting with the head of HR, and within a week, the head of HR left the company.
And they found somebody else to cover to do the fucking same shit.
A routine reorganization, and that's why I left. What? You were what? There was
that
no
happens.
You're the only person who fucking left. Like, what are you talking about?
That happens.
So basically,
bro, that literally happens. Literally happens a lot. If you see how some people get laid off, bro, like, this is nothing new. This is nothing new. They'll announce an entire reorganization, and like I've seen a reorganization announcement where everybody just got demoted. They did the same amount of work. They got the same amount of pay. They just literally had their titles demoted. Like, man, when he just makes up these fucking stories, bro. Just fucking hilarious. Like, this man this boy. I'm sorry, guys. I keep saying the wrong word. This boy is just a hot-ass fucking mess. I can't deal with him. I need to get this night because I want his spear.
The company in droves, and basically this company's been falling apart at the seams since then. And I guess the story just broke yesterday. Of course, it was Kotaku. So take it with a grain of salt. But Kotaku did an article about it, basically stating, if this is only one company, right? This is the state of one company right now within Microsoft that Microsoft has bought. Does this mean that basically all the companies that Microsoft bought don't get any help from Microsoft? Like, are they not doing anything to help them in any direction? Or are they just all left to fly by the seat of their own pants and do whatever?
Yes, as a separate
And
entity
Microsoft
of
is
the
like, "Well, we bought
company.
you, but we're just trusting in your own abilities to make a good game and run yourselves well, rather than actually interjecting any kind of direction or help at all."
Got him.
Maybe?
Come on, give me his. No,
Maybe not. I
no.
guess what it is, you don't really know.
Oh, come
This is really the
on.
only
I
story
just
that's out
wasted
there
my
right
silver
now.
foot.
But
Fuck.
essentially, what people are saying, is that basically
Exactly,
that
Justin
this
Roddenhaver.
studio and the games they're pumping out are
Fuck,
going to be a
man.
horrid mess.
I don't have
And
no more
there's nothing
fucking
that can really be
foul
done
shit.
because the studio's in shambles, and the people who work there are completely demotivated and don't really care.
Fuck.
But it's just a job they want. They're basically afraid that if they leave, that they'll be blacklisted in the games industry. Like, what happens if you were working for a studio, you were acquired by Microsoft, everything should be going good, and then you decide to bail ship? Well, maybe people will see that as a negative and not want to hire you.
No, they don't see. If you the one that jumped ship, it's not a negative because you left on your own accord. If you were asked to leave, that means they didn't want you there. It's fucking different. Like, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, this boy, he just doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. How are you going to be blacklisted if you decided to leave? You're the one that says, I'm not happy. Like, oh, this boy, he makes no sense. Why does he make no sense? Why? Why does he anger me? Why? Like, why does he does this? Fuck. Got him. Nope, no, piece of shit. All right, let me continue.
Right? So, I definitely see at this point that this company is a mess.
I want his armor. I
and
want that
it's
guy's
kind of
armor.
Weird the way that it went down, that everything seems to be, presented as a positive. Like, oh yeah, State of Decay 3 is still in development. Don't worry about that. And you ask the employees of the company, they're like, no, this game's never coming out. And again, how many people?
Bang.
How many companies?
The pancakes are ready. Too quick, too. Thank you for the $5 super chat, hun. DSP knows nothing. HR departments are essentially attorneys and paralegals who make sure the bosses don't get sued. Liability is everything. Exactly. Thank you, hun.
Because it was really interesting when we saw Microsoft start to buy up companies 2-3 years ago. But now the question
Okay, so
is,
I need
are any of those companies ever going to come
foul.
to anything? Will there actually be games coming out from these studios Microsoft bought? Are they overseeing the projects, or do they just throw money around and now they're just letting everything just roll for itself? Which is that really a way to go about running a company?
What does that
I don't know.
mean? What does that mean?
The way I see it, it's kind of either extreme is bad.
Oh my
If
god.
you're completely hands off,
Get off
right?
that fuck.
you could have an Undead Labs situation happen. Bad management, mistreatment of employees, ignoring the issues, and now the game's never going to come out. On the flip side of that, how many times have we seen publishers like EA get their hooks into something and ruin it, right? With BioWare, a company that's known for making narrative-based RPG content, go make Anthem. Well, we don't want to because this is not what we like. We'll go make Anthem anyway. Well, this game's
Make
kind
me
of
a
like
fucking
Destiny.
Anthem,
Don't
bitch.
ever say Destiny. This game is not Destiny. Go make Anthem.
Maybe
And
some
then look what
Anthem,
happened with
bitch.
Anthem, right? So, that being said,
Oh. No.
I'm curious to see the future
Move.
of Microsoft-owned studios. I really am. I'm curious to see what's going to happen and if anything's going to come out of any of them. I think that some of them will do all right because some of them probably were well-developed and working well when Microsoft
All right,
bought
you know what? Hold
them.
on.
But in a case
I'm
like
gonna have
Undead Labs,
to cheese this up.
is this going to be a case in point now where Microsoft will realize we can't just let everyone just do whatever they want, and we maybe have to have some oversight and maybe have some creative control and do, you know what I mean? Like,
He doesn't
that's
know what
I'm
he's
thinking.
talking about.
And I guess it remains to be seen. I wish that it's all speculation at this point. That's the problem. Like, we don't have any evidence or any information from other companies yet that Microsoft bought, how they're doing. I would hope this is not the case because, let's be honest, we were all excited when we heard Microsoft buys this company, buys that company. But if they're completely hands-off on everything, how many more of these are going to happen? I mean, Bethesda, okay. Bethesda, they got their shit going. They've had their shit going for years. They've put out major hits, whatever. State of Decay was kind of an anomaly. The company had never made a popular game before. Their first game blows up as a hit, right? That doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to keep pumping out great games. They're certainly not a Bethesda-level company. And the fact that the creative guy in charge of the company just decided to leave, you know, that's a bad sign. So, I guess what we'll see is what happens moving forward. But this is just a big story that broke. I wanted to comment a little bit about it and the history about it. And, you know, I know that this has nothing to do with the topic at hand, but again, I just want to emphasize with everyone. Be careful what you watch out there. A lot of these people who play these games early are literally either being paid to do it or are actually getting positive benefit from getting that game early. You know, early views, early contributions from their audience. And they're not allowed to be honest about what they're saying and doing in the game because they're under a review embargo. That's not honest content. That's paid advertisement. That's dishonest shilling. And I hate to say it, but a lot of people can't see the difference between the two anymore because it's been so commonplace for people to get these early copies and be playing them early that now how do you tell the difference? Where's the fine line between the two of content creation and actual advertisement? You've got to be careful about what you're watching. You do, because you never know. And next thing you know, you buy a game that someone said was good or looks good and it's a piece of shit, and now you got ripped off. You got to be very careful about that stuff and who you also support. Because keep in mind, someone who's probably getting a game several weeks early and playing it exclusively before everybody else, you know, probably doesn't need as much support as the other people who are normal people like you and me who are trying to make a living being on it. I'm just saying.
Phil,
Oh my
the
God.
pancakes are ready. Michael Marin, thank you for the 999 super chat, hun. I have an idea, man. Why don't you do a chill stream and not focus on DSP one day a week, man? Don't torture yourself. Also, I'm happy my brother-in-law got me tickets for WrestleMania. Can't wait to go. Big ups.
Big ups, Michael Marin's brother, for getting him tickets to WrestleMania. That's it. That's it. Christina Vanderwalker, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a hot minute. Maybe I haven't seen you in the chat. I've ignored you. I'm sorry. I apologize. But welcome to the stream. We're almost done, though. I'm sorry, because he's draining me. He's draining me.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us get to the shout-outs part of the Prestream podcast.
Yes.
All right. Let's
Let's
start with
do
the
this
YouTube
so we
side.
can end it. Okay.
So on the YouTube side of things, we start off with Zoya, who did a super chat and says, "May I ask what you're getting, Cap, for your anniversary?" As I've said many, many times, for my wife
your
and I, it's
business.
not about materialistic stuff. It's about spending time together. And right now, we're debating about what we would like to do together for anniversary celebration. It's not going to be this week, simply because there wasn't enough time to plan or whatever, but probably the week after, we're going to see if we want to do something special on our day off, but I'm not going to give any specifics because that's none of anyone's business. There you go.
You know she's getting filled by some black stud. You know there's some black fucking bull that's just filling her with cock meat, giving her the real fuck she deserves. Some big black bull just filling her with cock meat.
Zoya did another super chat and says, "Do you have any reflections on turning 40? Is it scary?" The only thing that's scary about it for me is that I'm getting older, and I realize that
That's
as
it.
I get older,
You're
I'm
gonna
have
die
less
alone.
time. And I don't like that, obviously. I like being here and being able to not feel like I have any limitations on what I do on a stream. I realize that now I'm getting older, I'm gonna have to start working out. It's just inevitable.
You should
now.
start working out now.
Any further? If I
Yo, I'm
do, I
working.
feel like
I'm
gonna
starting to
get
work
a
out
point where my
tomorrow, just
body's
because DSP said
gonna
that.
get healthy again,
I'm
you
working
know
out
what I'm
tomorrow.
saying?
That's it.
Not to say that
I'm getting
healthy.
LTG.
I'm really not. I'm okay. I'm a little overweight, but I need
No.
to get to a point where I wind again, where I don't have unnecessary pounds sitting on me for no good reason. I have to start exercising again. All right.
You have to start doing it now.
That's definitely one of the things. I'm
Why are
thinking
you
about.
waiting until the last minute until
outside
you
of that,
fucking die?
You know, I like everything about what's going on here with the streams and my personal life, and everything else is good. None of that is scary. What's scary to me is my kind of health things and having to do a little bit about it. Okay.
Oh,
There
this
you go.
dude just rammed the shit
so I
out
did
of me.
another super chat. Would you ever consider IRL vlogs as a members goal? No. I'm never going to do IRL vlogs because IRL vlogs reveal too much personal information about where you are, what you're doing, and it's just not safe. Being honest, this is not safe for someone like me, who sadly has a bunch of toxic idiots on the internet stalking them. Angry Templar did a super chat, says reaction content. I'm excited for that, dude. Yeah. Now again, keep in mind, it's not going to be a daily thing or whatever. This is a one-off special where I'm essentially going to go through the most viewed video about me on the internet, and I'm going to talk about each topic that's addressed in the video one by one, let you know the full take, the full situation around it from my perspective, And a lot of times I'm going to be admitting fault because I admit that back in the day I did a lot
Come
of
on.
stupid-ass
There
fucking
we
things
go.
that just made no sense. But I didn't know what I was doing.
Fuck.
I was just a dumbass, and I never took it seriously until it was basically too late to take it seriously because so many people
I can do
already
that
hate it.
too.
All right? So that's why I think that that would be a very special kind of video. All right?
So he's not gonna do it. Yeah. See.
Snow Carl became a member. So we got one new
Soon,
member
soon.
today on stream as a result of my announcement. A single new member so far.
That's it.
There
You're
we
not
go.
gonna. This
I'm
isn't
curious.
big news,
Did we
bro.
Actually, though, let's take a look.
Oh, fuck! I fucked up with this one.
Because we started off at 352 today. And currently, right now, we're at 353. So we did actually gain one new member on the stream. Whether or not that's Snow Carl or not, who knows? I don't know. But we can add one new member to the stream as a result of my announcement. All right. And then Mr. Inherit did a super chat and says, how do you think games will work in the future? You know, a lot of people have been talking recently about that video games cannot sustain the model that they have right now. That, like, every game is going to have to go to a games as a service model or a microtransaction model or both. But then again, for every time that we see something like that, or we say something like that, then you get a game that's a big hit. That's just a single player game that sells traditionally like old school games do. So I don't know. I think what I'm thinking is we have a new game space where there's a lot of different kinds of games that can be successful. Some will be more traditional outings. You pay the full retail price, you get the full game. It's one experience, you're done. You're gonna have other games that are games as a service, right? You pay a little bit to get in the door, or maybe you don't pay anything at all.
There we
to
go.
Start, but then you have to pay a subscription fee, and they edit that experience over time, and they add new content to it. Other games, maybe you'll have to buy season passes, you know, every once in a while to get more content out of it. I think that there's all these different business models that could work as long as they all prove that they're providing sufficient entertainment value to the consumer. And ultimately, that's where I feel the judgment has to be made.
Fuck.
Because I don't care if your games as a service model, as long as the service you're providing is giving value to the customer. That they feel
Dude,
like
you
they
hate
should be
games as a
paying.
service.
All
You
right?
said it's over.
Obviously, Grand Theft Auto Online has done something well. I don't like it. I don't personally see the value in it. That
Because you
doesn't
don't
mean
have
I'm an ignorant
friends.
idiot who's going to sit here and say, "Oh, it must be terrible." It obviously has to have something of value. In fact, I would.
But
say
you don't
probably
see
if
it because you
have
complain
friends
about it all the
who like to do
time.
social things online. Maybe GTA Online is the place to do it because it seems like it's insanely popular and people have been playing this since launch and making Rockstar a ridiculous amount of money.
Because
right?
it's a good game.
So obviously there's merit to it. Not for me, but the good news is that there's so much out there, right? There's games like GTA Online, but then there's other games like Destiny 2, but then there's MMOs, but then there's MOBAs, but then there's competitive games like first-person shooters and fighting games, but then there's non-competitive games that are more casualized. There's the viral kind of games like Among Us and Fall Guys. There's the standard narrative-based game experiences. There's games that are open world. You know what I mean? Like there's all these different game
Fall asleep.
experiences.
No, you're supposed to fall asleep.
The more
Bro. What
the
the
better.
fuck?
You know? But will there be something that, and here's where the slippery slope happens. Just because GTA Online is ultra popular, just because Fortnite is ultra popular, how many companies lose their creative direction and their originality, and instead they just focus on what makes money? And that, I feel, is where things go awry. Because when you're not working on making a good game or an entertaining game, all you're doing is looking for a money printer, right? That's where you can go wrong. Why do you think
fucking
games
up on this
like,
run.
Anthem fail, right? So that's really where we got to be careful, I feel. Okay, so thank you, Mr. Inherit, for that super chat. Now let's get to the YouTube side of things. We start off with Slayer, who tipped me $1.50 and says, just to update my Elden Ring status, I've cleared East Limgrave with the Erd Tree, finding the well, and I cleared the fort to get half of the Grand Lift Key. I'm also using the Golden Halberd now, and I cleared Stormvale Castle except for the tree mini-boss, the one in the basement, I guess you're saying? Cool. Good progress. The well is really cool, although you may very well be under-leveled for the well at this point, because it is much more challenging than the other stuff in the early game. It's meant to be kind of something you go back to later, or it's meant to be something that's way more challenging than other things in the area. So if you've cleared South Limgrave and East Limgrave, it's time for Stormvale, and you're doing it you're basically doing exactly what you should be doing. And once you beat Stormvale, you should go check out Liurnia and have fun there because there's a ton of stuff to explore there too. Cool. Thank you for keeping us updated. Now, Kirby Naught tipped $25 and said, this is to support the ongoing Kirby stream, so here you go. So I won't count it towards this stream since that's supposed to be,
The fuck is that?
you know, ongoing support for Kirby. And I will mention this tonight that there is ongoing support for the Kirby streams, even though the Kirby stream doesn't see that tip popping up during that stream. It is still part of that, you see? Okay.
So it's going to show up.
Maya Titan has tipped $3, says, I'm relatively new to your channel. Can you explain detractor lore? No, there's no point. And
this opens up another
the down the rabbit hole video. I don't think that's a detractor video at all. It's hilarious because people have referenced it to me like that over the years.
No, you referenced it.
That's not detractor stuff. Here's the difference. There's a difference between someone who observes and documents and someone who detracts. Someone who observes and documents does their best to actually get factual situations and or at least reasonable speculation about something that happened and present it in a kind of matter-of-fact situation.
Matter of fact.
A detractor is someone who's literally doing their best to make you look bad. You know what I'm saying?
I don't have to do that.
Happen, but instead of presenting it in an objective fashion, here's a very negative subjective presentation of that. In a lot of cases, with added derision, with added insults and things to just extrapolate.
Okay, but see, the thing is, the problem with that is that you're given multiple chances to debunk this stuff and prove that it's a lie, and you don't. You refuse to because you can't. You're given multiple chances to change the narrative, and you can't. You have multiple chances for people to see the truth, and you don't let them. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, I have this challenge, and I have always had it for you, DSP. I keep telling you, if you ever decide to just find out if I'm lying about something, if I'm spreading slander or something, prove me wrong. That way I can go bye-bye. Like, that's it. Like, if somebody says, DSP, you did that. No, I didn't do that. Here's the proof. But you don't do that. So people are left to believe the fucking negative bullshit because you never debunk it.
Of that content, you see? And I think that's the difference here between someone like Frederick Knudsen, who's trying to present very matter-of-factly, versus someone like, you know, any of the illegal restreamers.
No. Say a fucking name. Say a name. Pick a name. Pick one. Pick one. Like, you're making up this bullshit for no fucking reason, bro. Dude, it's simple. You have detractors because you do dumb shit. That's you, bro. You do dumb shit. So people make fun of you for it. That's about it. Like, that's what I'm. Cite these sources, DSP. So, like, you know, as a matter as who fucking lies, who slanders. How come I can't get up here? No. Nope. Can I get up here? Is it possible to get up here? Read message. Try jumping off. Jumping off what? I don't trust you, sir. I don't trust this troll message. There we go, baby. Whose man's is oh, that's a big boy right there. Who's that big boy? All right, let's continue. Sorry.
Tried to make this shit over the years. Someone who makes a video saying I rage quit again when I never rage quit it. Factually wrong shit just for clickbait. You see the difference?
But
so
disprove it.
That's the difference, and that's what I mean. Like, doing a video like Down the Rabbit Hole, I don't feel that's something that's overly negative, even though, yes, it will present many negative things that I've done in the past in a very objective light. That's okay. They happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference between, okay, this concretely happened, here it is, or here's terrible things said about me that actually didn't happen or spun in a way that didn't actually happen to get clickbait toxic views. It's different. And by the way, again, when I do something like this, reacting to a video like that, you're going to get my perspective, because a lot of the stuff that was said in that video was either partial truth or only truth spoken to what public knowledge was. I have more than just public knowledge because I'm the person involved. So I can add more to it, extrapolate upon it, and give you more of an explanation about a lot of the things involved. In fact, there were one or two things there that I was like, wow, I realized I've never publicly spoken about it because at the time it made more sense not to, and now it's years later. It doesn't matter if I talk about it.
Yes, because it's already been proven true. Like, you don't, like, this is, you don't get it. Like, the fact that it's been 5 years, people have done their own research. So it doesn't matter what the fuck you tell us. We already know the truth. And then when you're talking about it, you're going to be lying. And we know that you're going to be lying.
So there you go. Okay.
I could buy these?
I think it was supposed to be George Blood, but instead it's Yogi Blood. He forgot the R. I mean, I'm going to put up the name as spelled, but he misspelled his name. Let's... Look, this is how he spelled it. And he basically says I should go to Kiwi Farms and read a thread about me. Now, that is something I will absolutely positively tell you all I will never do.
Yeah,
number one,
yeah, because they will flame the shit out you.
Subject yourself to a website like that.
Yeah, because they'll flame the shit out you.
Rabbit hole. That's not going.
Nah, that's not a rabbit hole. That's a play. They sitting there. They fucking catalog every single dumb shit you fucking do. That is the one place you know you can't go to. That is the one place you know you can't deal with. Because you know why? It's not going to be slander. It's not going to be a person talking. It's going to be text. It's going to be forums. It's going to be links. It's going to be attachments. It's going to be proof. Undeniable proof that you can't fucking refute. That's why you won't go to Kiwi Farms, bro. That's why. That's why. Kiwi Farms is the end all be all for detractors. You know, if you go to Kiwi Farms, they'll talk about shit you do not want to talk about on stream. You'll go ahead and we'll find out some shit that your fucking viewers don't want to know. He does, Tainted. He does. And if he doesn't, he probably just peruses through the forums. We know he does. We already know he does because he's stolen multiple ideas from the farms. We know that. We know that. Please, DSP, do it for me.
That's like going down a shit-encrusted but hidden razor blade stuck on the side hole. By the time you get down it, you are completely mauled and destroyed. Like, any semblance of rational thought is gone and lost over there. The few times that I went over there, because people instructed me, there was personal stuff.
And you ain't debunked shit. You didn't debunk shit.
I just was like...
Yeah. You didn't debunk shit. You didn't debunk a goddamn fucking thing. When the bank leaks happened, you sat there like a little fucking puppy. You sat there like a little defeated, weak little puppy. Just like when fucking Jaha was about to beat your ass. Just like when Bunke was verbally eviscerating you over the phone. You sat there and defeated and just been like, oh yeah, you can't read what you say. And then the next day after you were able to collect yourself, that's when you started with the whole identity theft shit. Don't do it to yourself, bro. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to yourself. I remember that stream when those leaks hit. Yo, your ego took such a blow. You couldn't bitch. You couldn't moan. You couldn't call anybody names. You couldn't say no, really, fuck you. You couldn't say nothing. You were defeated. That's why you can't go into Kiwi Farms, because you go into Kiwi Farms, it's some shit that you can't refute. Because that's your problem. That's your problem, DSP. That's it. You're like the new season of Batman, the animated series. You need a couple of days to prepare before you can pull your Batman shit. Exactly. It took him a hot minute for the identity theft shit. He sat there quiet. And probably OIC told him to say the fucking identity theft shit.
I can't believe it. I can't believe the shit that's over there. That is passed off as fact, that is passed off as acceptable stuff to be put up on the internet to begin with.
It's
the guy
fine.
Who runs that site, I can't imagine how the guy is fucking sane, because he's not. There's no way that someone
It's fine. The thing is that people like you keep making shit up. People like you keep giving him shit to work with. You keep giving him shit to work with.
You could sleep at night and run a site like that unless there's something wrong with them. It's meant to be a weaponizable website to hurt people. Let's put it that way.
And who is
I
the
would
people being
never
hurt?
go-
Who is being the people being hurt? Fucking dickheads who sit there and scam people out their money.
Absolutely not. That is the last place I would ever do because
Because you're a coward.
100% harm.
You're a
was nothing
coward.
on that site meant to
You're a
help
coward.
anyone.
Yes.
It's
So there's nothing but harm. So you allow this website to continue tarnishing your image. Yes, that's fine, DSP. That's fine. Let's say Kiwi Farms is lying. Everyone in Kiwi Farms is not telling the truth. So you're gonna continue to let them do so, and not do anything. You continue to let them fuck up your money and not do anything. Okie dokie. Okie dokie.
Then let's weaponize the internet to hurt people. And that's why I would not touch it with a 100 million foot ball.
Yeah. Coward.
Okay. Atlas Telemon took the $1.50. He says, the hateful truth, hate live, cooking with the king, and many more. I missed them, but I know they're in the past. I always enjoy the pre-stream, even if I'm not watching all of your playthroughs. Hashtag legacy. And you know what? In a lot of cases, I do feel like this pre-stream podcast...
We know,
is kind of the
Slurms. He's
culmination of
taking
all of that
ideas from the
stuff.
farms. We know this.
Because look at all the topics that we talk about. So he said, the hateful truth. I talk about games and my opinions about games here on the Prestream podcast. Hate Live. This is the evolution of my old podcast, right? It really is. It's what's become of it.
Thank you, Mr. Inherit in
Cooking with
DSP's
King.
chat.
Okay, I don't cook on this podcast. I'll admit that. But that was not content that was meant to be long-term.
Come on.
You see what I'm saying? But I hear you. Like, think of the weekend preview. Like, all that stuff has fused into kind of the Prestream podcast that I put out.
Hold on,
today.
sorry.
And I understand.
Come
that
on.
people, it's like, for example, Ask the King has now
Read
been
that.
delayed for a month. If you haven't noticed, I haven't mentioned it recently because there's really no reason to at this point. We're still not in a situation where Ask the King makes sense. We're not. I'm still
You see that
backlogged
super
on the
chat?
games I'm
You
playing.
see that super chat?
You know what I'm saying? Do you want to take a whole day out to do Ask the King? Of course not. We'll do Ask the King. I promise you all it's going to happen. But I will let you know ahead of time when it's going to happen, so that way more people will post up questions and we'll get ready for it. We'll put it in a week coming up when there's not so much going on in gaming and I'm not so backlogged that it makes sense. Right now, it's just another show that kind of doesn't make sense in my modern formula of things. You know what I'm saying?
Doesn't make sense.
Okay, Mr. Inherit did a super chat and he says, making mistakes is normal, but you have to own them. And you're absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. One thing in my past that I used to do is I always used to be ultra defensive. When people called me out for doing something wrong, and I would be so defensive and brush it off and say, oh no, that didn't happen, or it's not a big deal. And now
You
I
still
look
do
back at
that.
some of the mistakes I made. I'm like, dude, those are so fucking stupid and boneheaded. You know, now I own up to it because I realize I'm not that person anymore. Thank God. You know, but I was in a point in my life, especially when I had situations where, like, I was called out publicly for things that I said and did. And I felt like, well, I'm the popular guy. My shit doesn't stink. Like, I would try to be as defensive as possible and say, oh, it's not a big deal. Or, oh, you know, that's not really anything bad. Or these people are just, you know, blowing everything out of proportion. Today, you tell me I did something wrong. I'll do my best to try to listen to your concern and understand what I did wrong and try to fix it.
No,
Because
you
I'm not
haven't.
perfect.
You've been
I know that
bitching.
now, you know?
You've been
I realized
bitching.
that back then, I was very, very, very big-headed. Being
You still
someone
are.
Who was doing more unique style content, getting popular for the impromptu commentary style gameplay video, and not really having many peers. I really didn't. Everyone back then who was popular for like a very focused. I'm the Call of Duty streamer, top guy. I'm this, I'm that, and I was very different. And
no, you weren't.
Not really
you were a
having
beggar.
peers, not really having
because you burnt the
experience.
bridges.
Like, I didn't see anyone else do what I was doing and become popular. I didn't have anyone to base what I was doing off of.
Of course you did. Nostalgia critic and angry video game nerd. There you go. I gave you two people right there off the bat. Two people that you base your stuff off. And as for you not having any peers, DSP, that's not an excuse for you to be a fucking dickhead. What the fuck was that? Holy shit. Okay? And then on top of the fact that you didn't have any peers, that's your fault, dude. You burnt all those bridges. You burnt all those bridges, sir. You did. You turned away all your peers by being a fucking greedy motherfucker. Holy shit. What is this? Why are they doing this to me? Why can't I? Why? Touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it. Sorry.
I would just make a lot of mistakes. And then instead of admitting up to them or fessing up to them, I would just lie or say, oh, it didn't happen or it's not a big deal. You know. So, again, if we hit the membership goal this month and we go through that down the rabbit hole video, there's going to be a lot of situations where I'm going to be like, yep, this happened, that happened, absolutely concretely. But what I can do is extrapolate upon it. Because there's a lot of things that are complete and utter misconceptions that are just not true. That can be more fully explained.
So do
Doesn't
it.
mean that I was innocent. You know, it doesn't. There's definitely things I
Well,
screwed up on.
what the
and I'll
fuck?
admit
What
to
the
that.
fuck? Oh, come
But
on.
anyway,
Yeah, didn't tell
we
me
got a
about
long ways
these
to
big
go.
dudes.
Since I made the announcement on the podcast, we've got one new member. So there you go. Really. Make
Oh
you
my
feel proud of
god.
me, guys.
Oh my god. What is this?
Anyway, guys.
Oh
that's about
my
all I got.
god.
So I would say thank
Holy
you. Let's
shit.
end the Prestream podcast.
Bro. Yeah,
And
let's
we're gonna start up with
end
some
it.
fun Ghostwire Tokyo gameplay for today.
I wasn't ready for that.
Excited.
Oh my
Thank
god.
you for
I
listening
wasn't
to the
ready.
podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, remember, if you like the content, please like it. Whether you like the stream,
I didn't
you
see
like the
that.
video on demand, you leave comments. You know what?
I didn't see
Let
the
me know
hands.
your opinions on this idea. Do you think that this idea is terrible for the membership goal? Let me know. I want to know in the comments. Or do you
Engagement.
think it's good? Let me know. I want to hear all of this. Alice Telemont at the $1.50 says, I remember the being laid off video more than a decade later. Here we are. It's freaking amazing. I know. Isn't it funny? And, you know, I'm sure if we hit the goal and we do this react video, I'm sure I will elaborate.
A lot of
upon it.
people are saying it's a
But isn't it
terrible
funny
idea.
that essentially at that point in my life, the worst day of my life then led to the best thing I've ever done, like for work. You know what I'm saying? Like, being a content creator on YouTube and a streamer, this is the most rewarding work I've ever done. It's the most meaningful work I've ever done. And by the way, even with all of its ups and downs over the years, it's still the most stable work I've ever done.
It's
This
the
is more
only work you could
consistently supportive and
do.
stable than any job I've had.
That he means stability and far. So like I can fuck up as much as I want and not get fired. That's what he means by stability. Like that's what it means. Like he will always have this job, and no matter how many times he fucks up. That's what he means.
Right? And it all started when someone laid me off because they just didn't understand what the hell they were doing, and they basically dropped the ball big time on a bunch of people, and it is what it is. But look
What happened. Look what happened. Look, the man who says, the person who laid you off, they missed out on a guy who said that you don't save money buying in fucking bulk. That the savings in buying bulk, it lies in logistical savings. What does that mean, DSP? What the fuck does that mean? Yeah, they missed out on that guy. That guy was that guy knew what the fuck he was doing. That was the guy that they dropped the ball with that motherfucker. Dude, makes no you make no fucking sense, bro. None. Nah, come back. What you doing? Nah, don't go back. Yeah, come on. We talking, baby. Yeah, we going. Hold on, give me a minute, guys. I'm about to scam the shit out of this guy. There we go. Nope. Gimme hands. There we go. All right, let's continue. Let's finish off strong.
All right. Anyway, guys, let's end the pre-stream and let's get started. Thanks for watching.
All right, we're done. Right? We're done.
All right, let's jump over. Hold on.
Let's jump over.
Let's do that, and let's do this.
And oh no, fuck! I used the wrong thing. Bullshit.
Is that it right there? I think that's it. Oh, I hit the camera now. Look at that. All right, and we got a leaderboard, and it's getting hot in here. It's getting hot.
So
here because
take
the
off
sun
all
came
your
out, it's beating on
clothes.
my
No,
wall.
actually don't.
I'm
Keep
like,
them on.
shit. It is
Also,
what it is, right?
whoa, no, move.
And
What are you
I guess I need a
doing?
Controller to play games, huh?
Yes, you do. Shut up,
Bros,
Phil.
we're having the Feasting with the King. We're doing one on my birthday. Wednesday of next week is the next Feasting with the King. The poll is now live for you to vote on the type of cuisine for Feasting with the King. Actually, now that you mentioned that.
Oh.
Holy shit. Well, currently 198 votes are in.
Barbecue.
62% of the vote is for barbecue.
Yes, it's not that hard.
Oh, I was not expecting it to be
Hold
that
on, Michael, man.
skewed.
Yeah,
Are you guys
I'm
not that
definitely
interested
gonna
in
do it the
food?
next day off. It's just like I want to
Damn.
have something. I want to have this stream like working for you guys.
The
It
good
hasn't
news
been
is there's
working.
a few different barbecue places around here, and I could probably get a good.
We
different
definitely
type of
gonna do
food,
that,
like,
Michael,
like,
man.
Like I said, chicken, all kinds of different meat. Like there's pork,
Manual
there's different
attack
cuts of
gaming?
beef.
What the fuck is that?
There's all kinds of stuff you can do with ribs,
Alright.
right? You can do all kinds of barbecue.
I need to
So,
glaze up.
I mean, that's cool, but holy shit, I wasn't expecting it to be that skewed.
I was expecting
Anyway,
to be that skewed.
wow.
Oh, wow.
Control it.
Let me get that.
Cause my mind's telling me
Oh,
no.
opportunity to stretch before I start.
But Scopely is telling me yeah. That's what I'm saying, though, really, Brandon.
Like,
Like,
my thing, but I'm checking it out for today. Thank you. And you know what? If you don't like it, perfectly fine. At least you're giving it a shot, and I appreciate that because there's a lot of people who have not really given it a fair shot, and I feel like that's kind of a mistake because I do feel like this is one of the more unique games that I played in a long time. But it's not going to be for everybody, you know.
Nah, we definitely. That's always been
Slayer,
the
you
thing
have
for
a
me
good
to do,
night, man. I'll see you
Michael. It's
tonight
just
for
it's
Kirby.
just
Sounds
been
good.
it's
Oh,
just it's
God.
just trying to set shit up. But the next day off, we're gonna do something non
That note
DSP
was so
related.
annoying on my ears. All right, here we are.
Oh wow.
Here we
Damn.
are, guys.
My bad, so I just got.
All
I
right,
just
everyone
found
ready
something.
to resume where we left off? Hoi, hoi.
Look at this. This is what we playing. This is what you
God,
gotta pay
look
for.
at those yokai, he's loud. Way up there.
Trey Millen, you want that
I don't think
beef?
you can. Oh, you can. Oh my God, you can grapple all the way up there. That's crazy.
Oh, I didn't cut this off. Fuck this shit. All right,
you guys
guys.
ready?
So no, I'm ready to just stop. We're just to stop. All right, guys. Thank you guys for stopping by in the stream. I'm gonna be an and stream if you guys want to stop by. Let me link it. Okay. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you. Have a good night. If you're going to bed, I hope you have some good rest. If you're just going to work or if you're at work, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, okay? Catch you guys later. Love you.